is. So do you have a... Oh, no, you don't
no.
have a thing. Sorry.
All right, we are recording, and we apologize in advance for the haphazard video setup, but we make do. I don't know. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You can listen to her.
Jeff didn't do anything with these cameras. He didn't even
listen to our
doesn't even know how
lovely voices
how to work with
at the very
cameras.
least. I don't know anything about cameras.
I don't know what to do with these cameras.
So it's a 20-foot cube, I'm assuming?
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20.
It's a cube.
So I assume it was like right around here somewhere because she pulled it pretty close to you.
Because it's not a square, it's
So
a
like
cube.
5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10. Oh, whoa. It's
a
20
cube.
by 20?
It shows a little cube, you know what I mean? Not like a square.
Oh, that was pretty big. Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So do you guys want to be within there?
Sure.
All right, so you're still kind of unseen.
Would they be
15,
able to
20.
tell that they hit something?
Yes, when they hit it,
Yeah.
there was a big explosion, and chunks would have flown out of that tube as well as out of that cube that you have.
Yeah.
So it looked like water. She's not an idiot. She's been fighting for 200 years within this ocean. She's like, all right, aim the cannons.
She's 200 years old?
Yes. They said that in the museum. If you waited and listened,
No.
I was
goddamn guided tour, which they said Carla Lilly back 200 years ago.
There's something sketchy with the champions.
I just thought
the champions are whatever. But so that's why it's not like, oh, haha, got me. You have an invisible boat. I've never seen that before. And she blew it up. Chunks of the boat went flying out of the 20-foot cube. I'm going to say that you guys could stay in the 20-foot cube. That's fine. I'm not going to blow you out of there. So she can't see you totally, but obviously, obviously, like, where could they be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like these spells that you guys have, only you know them. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people can have them. So yeah, and Alex, right? Let's do, I guess, a quick recap of what happened.
Just like
you guys,
series.
What?
Just like a television series.
When we were evil.
Yes. Last time on When We Were Evil, I remember you guys were running away from the cops. Because you decided, after running away from the SWAT team, to go into the water filtration plant. And instead of leaving, decided to just kill everybody in the water filtration plant, which was hilarious, and I love it. But in doing so, did find someone with a small boat, because this is a harbor town. Lots of people have, boats. So you got boat key, and you escaped. Crazy cop chase ensued. You took down a helicopter, tore off your own guise of Luis Guzman to look like yourself tearing down a helicopter, which I can't decide what I love more, either you tearing down a helicopter or Luis Guzman tearing down a helicopter. But it works. For the narrative, it works. You got away through some very clever actions. You were able to get on the boat, throw the cops off of your trail by bringing the car to life, having it zoom, and fucking off into the ocean. Mm-hmm. You fucked off into the ocean. You guys had I think a long rest, didn't you, or a short rest? I think just a short rest. I don't remember totally.
I don't remember.
It's your call.
Well, you guys all get everything back from a short rest, don't you?
No.
To the book, you do
you
not.
Do?
I do not.
Yeah. I think
Most
I let you
do
get
not.
your health back, but I don't think you guys really lost any health. I'm going to say, you know what? Because that's totally uncool. I'm going to let you...
Gonna die.
Because you're about to go into like an ass-slamming boss fight. I'll let you have all your shit back. Unless, what does it say on your sheets? Because your sheets will tell. Is everything re-upped?
I reset, assuming we were...
It's not
re-upped. I'm pretty sure
Just
I
reset.
have
It's
one...
fine.
Even health?
Health, no, because you got blasted. Ooh, and no, fuck you, because you did use a spell right before this.
I only have one left.
Did you use a spell right before that? I don't know if you did.
Before this, no, but I needed to take something
during the cop fight, everything that you guys had during the cop fight,
okay.
Get it all back. During this shit, though, when you were chilling on the boat for a while, I don't think you did anything. She cast, like, 2 things.
No, we didn't fight the sea hag or anything.
You did the invisibility, right? He didn't?
I did 2 spells. I did invisibility and I had saving death thing on Jeff.
Okay, and that's it, basically, right?
So
I
you
have
should be...
Oh, you have one more? All right. So
I'm
you...
tapped after that.
Yeah, she's kind of tapped out.
Health do we take from the blast?
You only took 11 damage, I'm pretty sure. So really, I rolled shit, and I was kind of bummed, but that's okay.
Oh,
Get you
boy.
next time.
Only 11 damage.
And I do need everybody to roll for initiative.
That is 10% of my health.
Is it?
I only have like 90 health to begin with.
Oh, the chest?
Yeah.
Ooh, 15 plus 9.
60.
pick which ones you like.
Of
Oh, yeah,
course
take
not,
those out.
but,
Yeah, definitely.
24.
The ever useful 1,000 D6s.
I mean, it is pretty useful.
They're pretty
It
useful.
I'm
will be if we
probably
die.
going to need those. I'm definitely going to need those.
Because my other character will be using those.
That makes me so sad. Stop talking about preparing to die.
You
She has an
you don't know
auxiliary
yet.
character
You don't know
prepared.
yet. All right,
Evan told me to prepare another character, but I didn't.
I did say that though.
I feel really sad now.
We're all gonna die. But not me.
You'll be the only one that survives this somehow.
Yeah, oddly
Maybe
enough.
Somehow.
She threw us headlong into it.
So
Don't worry, guys. I got a plan.
I do.
Shoots water out of his mouth. Hello.
My plan is to jump off the boat, leave you guys behind, swim back to shore.
I mean, all
That's
things
my plan.
considered.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Looks like we're in the same boat.
initiative.
I got 24.
What's 14 plus 9?
Wow, you should know that by now.
23.
The number 23.
All right, so 25 to 20.
I got 24.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really? Oh, damn, your initiative.
Yeah, did you add yours?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm only at
Oh.
17 anyway. I only
Okay.
have one for initiative.
Loser.
20 to 15.
15.
17.
17 and 15? Okay. Ooh, you guys did pretty good this time.
I have a -1 to my
We wanted
I
some,
got a way to die.
we wanted some dignity before we got blasted off the face of the earth.
You know, the character Alex is just going to return in another form, even if this one dies.
Yeah.
7 plus.
So
Sorry,
you're probably
I'm
not
just
too
gonna have
bent up about
to
it.
pull some of this shit up here. I
You're
have
gonna lose all your money.
some
Fuck
of these
it.
on my phone.
How fun. I get money quick.
He does get money quick.
And he never pays back his teammates.
Nope, and he steals.
No,
and he
stop.
kills
Please
people
keep
for
the tabs
money.
on that anyway.
We were. I figured once I didn't get paid for the 4th time, I stopped caring.
You just realized that you didn't get paid. This is more like a charity for my cause.
It's like an evil charity foundation.
Why do you keep calling me evil?
Because we were objectively horrible.
Subjectively.
Oh,
We're just
plus
misunderstood.
3. Alright, so. Me and the crew did not do well. Alright, so.
I like the sound of that.
I
Oh,
could get.
I can see all your secrets.
He'll lift your chair up a little bit.
It's actually tilting this way too.
We're gonna die.
You might.
Don't forget, you can breathe underwater.
Yeah, but we're not gonna flee from this fight.
Right now, you're the only one on deck.
Well, I'm dueling. Duelings have different rules of engagement.
Considering that we just rolled initiative on like 20 people, I don't know if they're gonna.
What did
accept
she
your
get?
rules.
Okie dokie!
Oh.
What?
That one.
Okay.
Alright, so.
Are you okay?
So we didn't finish our recap. Guys, so you escape into the water, you meet a sea hag, which was pretty sweet. Alex made out with a sea hag. You got some sweet tongue action. She called you her pretty mans. And after that, Carla's boat started to arrive because Jeff ingeniously, while trying to catch the sea hag, used I don't know if that was a cantrip or not, but you used like a daylight. I do remember you used that.
Yes.
Is that a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay, so you used daylight,
Once again, he
which
fucked us
basically, while like at dawn, you created like a giant ball of light. So
Fair.
you know, even far off, a ship could be like, "What's that?" and went there.
over.
This brought Carla's ship to you. She arrived. You guys invisible the whole boat, made it look like just water. Alex brilliantly hopped out, swam over, sprayed his water like a fountain, and was like, "Bring me on board. It's time for our date, I believe." Something along those lines. She brought you on board. You then, realizing it wasn't a date, now challenged her to a duel.
I didn't challenge her. I challenged her best fighter to a duel.
Which is her. So you
Semantics.
challenged the best fighter on the ship, which is Captain Carla, to a duel. She gladly accepted. And you guys got blown out of the water by her cannons because she had a pretty good feeling as to where you were. Because it wasn't really hard to discern.
The sound of the motor engine.
And
I mean, we try to be discreet.
I'm making a sun.
So,
That was before this.
here we are on the ship, about ready to do a duel, and Alex, you get to go first.
Oh,
And you are running a new character.
I'm running
right?
Gunslinger, which
You
is
wanted to try out
essentially
Gunslinger.
the
Okay.
same exact character as I had before, only I'm a little weaker. I only have 81 health, but
Thanks for
I have
telling me that.
specialized
You can see
attacks
his.
I know.
now. Well, I'm not going to try to cheat.
I know.
Alright, so my first attack will be the Dead Eye Shot, so I have to spend 1 point,
Okay. This is
And-
grit point.
1 grit point,
Okay.
and when you make a firearm attack against a creature, you expend 1 grit point to gain advantage on the attack roll.
Awesome.
So-
So odds are you're gonna hit her.
Yeah.
Is your plus to attack changed at all from when you were using? Fighter
It's
with
still plus
archery?
11.
Okay, so you're probably gonna hit.
This was more just to make it more of his character because we were kind of blind.
Oh, yeah.
going into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Now this only counts for one of your 3 attacks, right? Do you still get to attack 3 times?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
It's still the same
'Cause
fighter,
it's
basically.
it's a subclass under fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did the sea hag say that the boat was protected by magic?
Yes.
Okay.
The boat. She said the boat is pretty magical because Alex said, "Well, I'll just throw a grenade on
Right.
it and fuck it up," and she was like, "You can try." You know what I mean? But it's pretty hardy. It's survived 200 years of constant war with
Okay.
the very dangerous Viking clans across the mall. And the mall itself, which is intensely difficult to navigate. So, you are going to attack? Or are you looking at what kind of shots?
Yeah, I'm looking at other stuff right now.
Okay, that's fine, I guess.
Looking at headshots for my character.
While Alex
page.
is thinking, Carlo's going to shoot him in the face.
No, alright.
He's
Alright,
dead.
I'm going to roll. My first is an 8 plus 11, which is a 19.
It hits.
Okay, so I didn't really have to use that.
19 hits against
But you might
Koval.
roll a 20
Yeah.
Yeah, you
okay.
get advantage. Yeah, roll again just in case you get a crit.
16, so.
or
So 1d10 plus. Do you want me to just roll the hit 3 times and then roll the damage? Or you want to do one at a
Well,
time?
that was your first hit because it had advantage.
Mhm.
If you want to go ahead and do that, sure. Roll
Alright.
again, see if you hit her, and then we'll count 3 hits.
Ooh, a natural 1.
Okay, that misses. Actually, wait. A natural 1 is different now with Gunslinger. It means that your gun has misfired.
Okay, then I will use.
Luckily, you have 9 guns.
Yeah. So I'll just use.
Alex is covered in guns. If we remember, he has a lot of SWAT people's guns.
So
but when
that's one.
That
missed
counts as
shot,
one of your
so I
attacks.
only have 2 attacks.
That also means that and go ahead and read it, but I believe that means that gun is fucked.
Yeah, I could fix it using a bonus action.
Yes.
But I'm not going to worry about it right now.
You also have
I
to roll
have.
to fix it. And if you roll too low on fixing it, that gun is broken and you need to repair it like off screen.
No, I actually can just repair it because rapid repair. You can spend 1 grit point to repair.
Okay,
it.
so you can. Okay.
But I'm not even going to worry about that.
All right,
gun.
so that gun
That gun
misfired.
is
Yeah.
nothing to have.
I literally throw it off to the side.
And then you pull out another gun.
So now I'm rolling.
So
for
you're
damage.
a gun down. Make sure you
Where
mark
is he
that down.
holding these?
No, they visibly you can see him covered in
Okay.
guns. He had 2 submachine guns on his back, 2 submachine guns on his legs, guns stuffed into his belt and in holsters. Because it's tons of SWAT gear, so
Yeah.
he's taking straps and shit. So he looks ridiculous. It's basically like a Deadpool kind of covered in pouches and shit.
Yeah.
The D10 is this one, right? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Because I see a 0. 9
What was your third attack? Did you hit?
and 15. I rolled 3 times. I missed 1.
You
I got
you
16
rolled
on
with
this.
advantage the first time.
Yeah.
You rolled for a second attack and got a 1.
I got 16 on the third.
For your third one?
Yeah.
A 16? That
Yeah.
hits. Okay, that does.
Okay, and that was without my plus. I'm just telling you what I rolled. It
Okay.
would have been like,
It hits.
yeah,
It hits,
exactly.
yeah.
So I got 9 plus a 15 damage, so 24 damage total.
Not bad. Bad at all. Alright. 24 damage, that's total, everything?
Total.
Okay. Alright, it's... So as you line up with Carla, she has 2 of her guns out. You whip out your pistol, boom, and it kind of hits her in the shoulder, and you whip out another one with your left hand, and just boom, and fire it again, kind of ripping into her side, and she just and like takes it and stands up and just, well, okay then. And it is now her turn to go, and she is going to go ahead and fire using.
Kurt's one headshot. Alex is dead.
She's gonna go ahead and use. Let's see which one I'm gonna use. She's gonna use this large, like 44 Magnum.
I have
that she
inspiration.
has.
What does that do again?
Inspiration gives you one reroll,
Okay.
but you can use it later. You can't use it.
Yeah,
this
yeah, I
time.
know. I was just,
But yeah, you guys can all have one inspiration.
I
if you'd
forgot
like.
that. I would have.
And then you can use it to reroll one of your die.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you give yourself inspiration?
You gave it for me for something less for kissing the sea hag.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Well, you go ahead and keep that. Actually, you guys don't get inspiration. You got to earn.
You never kissed
Kiss
the
a
sea
sea
hag.
hag. Suffer first. All right. So. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So. Does a 30 hit?
No.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
dang. Yeah, it's tough. All right. I am gonna need.
How do I minus damage like that?
Yeah. Because you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Which one of the D8s? Shit. This little pyramid, the D8? It is indeed. Um, 7 plus 5 is 12. She's going to attack you 3 times. Where the fuck is my D20? Does a 15 hit?
No.
Ooh, she misses. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
My armor class is 17. Wait, does that mean it hits? My armor class is 17.
Or do you have
Yes, it means it just hits. It
okay,
just gets
okay.
you. Just gets in there.
Crazy.
How many fucking times does she get to go?
She gets to go 3 times.
Oh, okay.
She's a fighter, and
Sucks, doesn't it?
she's using right now. She's just using one gun, so she's just kind of holding this one at the side and boom, 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 firing at you. One digs into you. The other kind of misses wide and clips part of her ship. The other just hits you again.
This guy.
Sinking through the arm.
This guy.
Wilhelm screams as his head gets blown off.
I think he used the screen like 3 times throughout the campaign already.
My Wilhelm scream? Well, I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at math, guys.
Just
not my
minus 10
strong
from
suit.
Oh.
everything.
Open a calculator.
Okay, she did 37 damage to you.
I want to know how that's possible.
Because her guns are fucking awful. That's how it's possible.
We might get.
And because
kill.
she has again, has the tools to fight evil for 200 years and not die. All right, so that is going to be actually. I am going to say that she.
Wait, she missed one of the shots though, right?
She did.
Damn, I want to know what fucking gun she has.
You can
She's
take them if
one
she has
D10,
it.
right?
It's a awesome like 44 Magnum.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like big and meaty. It's like kind of Wild Westy looking and does have like beautiful kind of carvings along the side of it. Her other gun looks like a flintlock,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like crazy looking and has sort of like energy pulsing in the middle of it. That one looks worse. This one just looks like a badass gun that you could find anywhere. That one looks like crazy magical. Okay, she is. I'm gonna say she's not gonna move. She's fine where she is. Next is Jeff.
And I'm kind of floating in the water.
Yep, Jeff, you've just been blown off of the boat. You took some damage, but you are able to. If you want to resurface, you guys are both thrown into the water. It's up to you. You do have water breathing. I believe all 3 of you have water breathing, so you can breathe under the water. The ladders were plumped in there. You can climb up there if you'd like.
Can I? I'll resurface. Is anybody looking at us?
All right, so you pop out. It does appear that you are being watched by 2, what appears to be like one is an archer, one has like a gun, like a long gun, and they're watching you, and they're just kind of like amused. They're not totally worried about you. She said, "Come aboard."
All right. I guess I'll start climbing up.
All right, so you want to make your way there?
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20. I don't remember what climbing is, but let's say it's another 25. Boom. You are on board. You see Alex fighting Carla, and you see one of the archers going, "'Tis a do! Leave it be." And he's just sitting there with his gun. Oh, so okay, so you chill out. All right, boom. Would you like to do anything?
No.
Okay.
I stand down.
I'm sorry.
No,
My bad. Amanda. I forgot that was my job to tell everybody whose turn it is.
okay, nice.
Oh my God, what are you doing? Wake the fuck up. All right.
Alright, I'll do the same. Am I too far away from...
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Oh,
30.
the
No, you'll
whole-
be right up.
I can just climb up the side of a boat?
They threw the ladders down for you.
Oh.
You start Spider-Maning up the boat.
Ha That's one of your racial abilities. You can just climb a boat whenever you want. Tieflings.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Would you like to do anything? You rise up. You hear the same thing that Alex or that Jeff heard. You guys kind of get up there at the same time. The guy goes, "'Tis a duel." You know what I mean? Like, chill the fuck out.
I'm not gonna... Yeah. Because, yeah. I'm not gonna do anything this round.
Not gonna do anything?
No.
Okay. Then it is the first mate's turn. The first mate hops. 5, 10. A stout, nasty-looking dwarf with 2 hand axes. So that was, she was here, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Comes over to you, Jeff, and just kind of stands there, back to the whole duel, and is just looking at you. That's it.
Okay.
Just chilling. It is the crew's turn.
So it's green for a reason?
Yeah.
Okay.
20. They are all starting to get a little closer. They want to watch. And I'm going to say that's about as far as we'll do. So they start getting a little bit closer, crowding around you. They're all pretty confident. They're all pretty cocksure. Some of them look like they want to kill you right now. Some of them are just enjoying this. They think it's hilarious. And that's back to Alex.
Alright, this time I'm going to do Violent Shot, which when you make a firearm attack against a creature, you can expend 1 or more grit points. For each grit point you expend, the attack gains a +2 to the misfire. So anywhere 1, 2, or 3, or critical fails for me, basically. If I roll a 1, 2, or 3. Because it's
You roll. Okay, so with this, if you
Yeah.
roll a 1, 2, or 3, you are fucked.
It's a critical
But
fail.
you do have that inspiration, remember?
Yeah.
So you are kind of protected by that.
If the attack hits, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die per grit point spent. So I'm only using 1 grit point, so that's why 3 and lower.
You've used 2 grit points at this point, correct?
This will be my second.
Okay, because you threw the gun, you threw it overboard because
Yeah.
you didn't bother fixing it. I kind of love that, by the way.
Yeah.
You just always have, like, disposable. Like, who's throwing these guns all over the place?
So I'm rolling.
Leaving a trail.
That's a 3. I'll use my inspiration.
Holy shit.
That's a 10 plus 11, 21.
Hits. Does hit.
So now I'm going to roll for damage for my first
Okay.
attack.
Have my calculator out.
10.
You're rolling damage?
Again. I get to roll again, too.
Okay.
19,
This year,
and that's for the first
Mhm.
shot.
not
19
bad.
for the first shot. Now, these 2 shots are my normal, typical other 2 attacks per action. So
Okay.
nothing special about them. 5 plus 11. Does a 16 hit?
16 just hits.
Okay.
She's a pretty low AC. She's not wearing a lot of armor, and she's just kind of a small lady.
14 damage for the second shot.
I never put any armor on her. What'd you say?
14 damage for the second shot.
Okay.
Does 15 doesn't hit, right?
15 does not.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna use second wind. 1d10 plus 11.
Okay, go ahead.
What's the d10? This one I was just rolling. 9, 20 plus 20 health back.
Nice. Not bad. Second wind is a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not an action. All right. Okay.
That's weird. It didn't save my damage. Okay, I have to hit apply.
Yeah.
You have the 37 from last.
Yeah, I just deducted 20 from it. So.
Okay, no problem. All right, so it is now Carla's turn. So you didn't misfire. So with the same gun, you now you fired all three. You hit all three, correct?
Yeah.
So when you kind of hit her, and she woo, and she's just kind of like, you can tell she's enjoying it. She's having a good scrap with you, shooting each other back and forth.
Okay.
And she's a little bit wild. She's a little bit of a wild child there. Much different than the priest that you guys were fighting, who treated everything like it was a fucking nightmare. But it is now her turn, so she is going to take one shot with her big bad 44. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So, where's that damn D8? What the fucking D8 is? I gotta keep this thing handy. Okay. And she is going to go ahead and take 2 shots. So she shoots you once, and it does 18 damage as it kind of rips through your armor, and you're like, ooh, like that thing has some stopping power. She goes to shoot you again and kind of flips it and starts firing with the this large flintlock that she has. And that's a critical. So that hits you. So if I remember criticals, you double the dice, not the end result, right?
Mm.
You double how many dice you roll, essentially?
I don't remember.
I think you do it before any extras. You know what I mean?
You do. Right, you double the dice, not the end result, because there's always like a plus whatever that you get.
You don't do the
double
plus.
that. You only double, right. Okay, so that's up. So...
Does she get plus anything to her hits?
Yes, she does.
For damage, I mean?
Yes, she does. Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm rolling the wrong thing. Oops. Can I see that D6? Yes, she does. So I guess I would just use it's 3d6, so I'm doubling the dice. So I would use double the amount of dice.
No, you don't. You don't
You
roll.
use the.
You double the end result. You just don't add the pluses before
You
you
don't double the bonus.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna bother me.
It doesn't do a terrible amount of damage. It does 19 damage as this bright light kind of fires from the gun, and you can see it's not a bullet that she's shooting at you, but pure radiant arcane energy. As it kind of burns, it jams into like your sort of upper torso there, and she's gonna roll to shoot you with it again.
See that? You said it's not that much damage.
And
That's
that is
only
another
one.
critical.
That's only. Okay,
I'm not. I can take a picture of it if you'd like.
I believe you.
That is another critical. I'm very sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck you. You sprouted out like a fountain and challenged her to a duel.
That should make her roll with disadvantage for every attack roll.
The rest of her life.
That's bad. Okay, let's.
I want to know what these guns are that she can, with one roll, score
They're
19
cool, aren't they?
damage.
Something that
kill
would
her,
be
take them.
really dope as
I
a
will,
reward
I
if you were
will.
able to take her out. Yeah. Okay, so. This second one,
This doesn't look good.
she lines it up, and you see her eyes kind of like narrow. She boom, and it kind of hits you right, just gut shot. as it and you feel it kind of like rip. The armor sent the arcane energy askew. You felt it rip through your body and kind of shoot out the side, and you're like, ooh! And that was 39 damage.
I'm dead.
Okay, you are unconscious. Alex is unconscious, and as you fall, you guys both see him, and he and just hits the. You can see for the first time that cocky ass face of his is like, well, it's still probably cocky, even though the face of death.
Yeah.
Probably like,
But just with blood coming out of it.
and he around. It's just like, whoops, and he eats dirt, and you see she just goes, ooh, like so sorry, as she begins to turn her attention, not violently, but you see her as she stands there and he falls. She just kind of looks over to you guys, just, and you can see there's blood like pouring from the wounds, but she's just kind of staring at you. And she is going to go ahead, and now that she believes that she is done.
Does this count as a rest for me?
You are on death's door. She's going to go ahead and use Second Wind. What was Second Wind again? I'm sorry.
1d10 plus her level.
This looks like a D10.
It's the one with the 10.
Is it one with 10?
No.
It has a 0 too,
Yeah.
if you want to use that. So this one.
Not a whole lot, but something. So you see her kind of just, and you see some of the wounds begin to heal. Doing all right. Would you guys like to do anything? Because technically we don't need to be out of initiative right now. If you want to attack, if you don't want to attack, we can enter back into like story mode. It's up to you guys. You did just see him fall. She's not really threatening you. The people aren't really threatening you. They're just kind of like, like they all, nothing surprises them. The crew is pretty chill, but is there anything that you guys want to fucking do? Or what? What's the... She doesn't seem to be assaulting you, but it's up to you.
You guys should probably run.
Well, we're still in it, right?
In
Are you telling us we can do things out of turn now?
If you want... So the way that the initiative works is it's like every 6 seconds of battle.
Yeah.
If you want, you have like 6 seconds to...
The moment I see him fall, I'm going to do something.
Is that what you want to do? Well, it's Jeff's turn first.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
So it depends. If you want to be like, pass, you can pass.
Yeah, we can still jump off the ship. We're right at the edge.
Which I would probably recommend.
If we like expel our lungs with, the air that's in it, we can sink.
Do it. Don't talk about it.
Yeah,
because you're metagaming.
No. All right. I want to.
So she just jumps like what the fuck?
I want to cast
Assassin's Creed.
I want to cast telekinesis, toss Alex into the water on the other side of the boat, and dip backwards off the edge.
Do you need to roll to hit him?
No.
I like that. It's very cool.
Damn. I thought I was fucking
Does
dead.
it tell you how far you can throw something? Or how...
1 foot. 1 foot.
Or does it...
Whipping his unconscious body.
It's the side of the boat.
Oh my God.
You hit the guy behind him. What the fuck? But does it say what the range is or anything like that? On telekinesis. He's not too far away from you, but if it's only 5 feet
And which way are you throwing him?
30 feet. I can move up to 30 feet.
He's within 20, so he's within range. And does it say how far you can throw something?
You can move up to 30 feet, so I can throw him up to 30 feet.
So probably
Okay,
like
they
10
don't say
feet
range.
off the edge.
No, that's the range. You can throw a creature 30 feet.
Oh, perfect. Okay, awesome. So you
Purposely throw it as high as you can.
You just kind of and launch him
Onto the
as
boat.
he...
So that's why I said which way.
Falls into...
Oh, I guess if I could control
5,
it,
10,
then I want to
15,
toss
20,
him over my
25,
shoulder.
30.
Yeah.
You can
I want to toss him over my shoulder and follow him.
So he comes flying over this way. The first mate has to duck as his body comes like, what? She's like, what the fuck? As he goes flying over and just eats shit into the water.
Thunderclap, give him the finger, and then dip back.
Wasn't telekinesis your action?
Yeah, I know, but no thunderclap, but dip back.
You flip the bird and
Yeah.
jump back as you... Okay, and that is Jeff's turn as you leap down into the water. Or do you want to use more movement? Because that's not your whole movement. If you want to just be like, sorry, Alex, and swim away.
Or,
God, your piece is so heavy. That's awesome.
I'll wait for Astride, but Once we hit the water, I can give you the game plan.
Okay. Amanda.
All right. So everyone is off, right? Give me this.
What were you rolling these sixes for?
Her
Please.
her hope cannon,
Oh,
which is that magic one.
Well,
The hope cannon and Carla's cannon.
and is
so-
that like magic damage too?
It's radiant damage.
Radiant.
Yes, it's magic. So if there's something that's, let's say, resistant or immune to radiant damage, that thing would do nothing. If there's something that's vulnerable to it, like I'm pretty sure undead are vulnerable to radiant,
Oh shit.
it would have done like fucking crazy damage to her zombies. What are you doing, little lady?
Can you do from 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? 30 from there?
30 what?
30.
Oh, okay, so from
feet.
here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right.
So you're going to get most of them. Most
No,
of them.
I don't want to
hit
hit us. That's my.
Oh,
that's
all right,
my-
from right here?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to do it from right here, though.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You'll just
That's
miss
perfect.
Jeff, and you'll get this side of the boat.
And
And you will get...
then 1, 2, or 5, 10.
No, 5.
Oh, you
5,
count that?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, it's a 5 foot.
Okay.
You have to count that.
All
Yeah.
right. So
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
it's a circle. So
Yeah, gotcha.
okay. So starting from
Oh, this
here,
is
it's a 30-foot radius. I'm going to cast Sickening Radiance. So I mean they have to roll a Constitution saving throw of 16. But it's like infectious greenish light that's spreading all over in that radius. I want
Okay. Does that have a DC
What do you mean?
to resist it?
Yeah, I just said you have to roll Constitution saving throw of 16. You have to beat 16.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So
that's for each person.
yeah, for everybody. Got you. And what does it do?
So if they succeed, nothing until their next turn because they have to roll every time they're in
If
the.
they fail.
Yeah, if they fail, they take 4d10 radiant damage and suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Holy shit.
Man,
And
that
then
is
they glow green.
bad one. All right. Fuck that. So you go ahead and slam it down. We know where it is. It's pretty much all of them. I think it's everybody with the
I
exception
think
of
it's this
maybe
guy.
like
Except for this guy.
this guy
Yeah.
and this guy, maybe. So
It's a circle, though, so I don't know.
it's a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Okay.
16.
All right. Well, that is a natural 1 for the
The crew?
for Carla.
for the first mate
Oh.
because she's the one that's right after
That's
you.
the
Oh
great
wait,
one.
are you done?
Well, no, after that I'm going to jump off.
Do they have to do it as soon as you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
then, yeah, the first mate. I'm counting her first.
It's, well... It says when, for the first time on a turn or start their turn there. So maybe, I think it's when they start their turn.
Okay. Then I'll just keep in mind
Alright, and then I'm going to jump off.
what everybody's doing.
Maybe the sea hag can take me to her cave and
What's the DC on
nurture
it?
me back to health.
Couple ideas because I'm just trying to get you back up.
That was genius, actually. I was like, well, I'm dead.
Right.
After
Because
that first hit on me did 37 damage,
So-
I'm like, yeah, I'm
Testing
dead.
the-
That was
the
literally
bottom.
like 50% of my health in the
The
first
crew
hit.
did not make the save.
Alright.
The first mate did not make the
What do I
save.
do?
Carla did make the save. Do you do the damage now, or do you do the damage?
So it would be on their turn, it looks like. Because
Okay.
it says the first time on a turn or when the creature starts their turn
Then
in
it's
the area.
then it's the first mate's
Yeah.
turn after you,
That's
after you've
easier
leaped
target.
off. So
Okay.
the first mate will take the damage first, correct?
Yes.
So go ahead and slam that. What is it? 10,
It's 4d10.
40,
You have
10.
anything that
Woo!
paralyzes people?
Damn, girl. Be up to
Not like
40 damage.
critically.
Yes.
Ouch.
Good.
Because if we could get
Yes,
but it's probably not
alone
gonna be.
and do 3v1, we might be able
Okay,
to.
we pull out the first mate's sheet.
Good
This
thing
is-
they're recruiting.
This is so cool. I love this. This thing, like this little, like health winder.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
even see
help
that. I only have this.
Yeah,
one.
if you heal too, it'll show how much you're healing for. So like if you go all the way down and then you start healing.
So she takes 26.
26. continues. All right. So the first mate is like, oh, as you guys leap off, and she, ooh, what the fuck? As this weird green sort of mist spews out as Astride flips the bird and flies off. Do you flip the bird and fly off the back of the thing?
No, but I'm pretty sure exhaustion means now she has disadvantage on, I think it's saving rolls. I can look it up if we need it.
Being the first mate and being that it is her turn and we're still in initiative, so she'd have
No,
to
you know
do
what?
it.
I do flip. I flip them off and I stick out my tongue.
As you fly off the back of the boat. And what you hear, way in the back, one of them go, nasty people. As you just flap off the back, Alex is in the water. Alex, by the way, I believe because of that, if you are unconscious and in the water, you are considered drowning, and I'm pretty sure you immediately fail a death saving throw. I think it's supposed to be
I also
2,
have
but
Indomitable.
I feel like that's OP and horrifying. So maybe I'll just give you... Oh, what is that?
Well, I could have gone and grabbed him, you know what I mean, after jumping in.
Do you still want to do something?
Yeah, do I have enough movement after jumping in?
Yes.
Yeah, then I'll hold him above the water.
Alright, hold on.
Even
Technically,
though,
it's supposed to be like an
he has
action or
water
something.
breathing.
He does have water
Oh,
breathing.
yeah.
Oh, girl.
No,
So
and now
all he did
we
was
cling to
get the
him,
water.
and we sink to the bottom in our armor.
And my
I
guns.
don't have armor.
I probably hit the floor so quick because of how much metal I'm covered in.
Yeah, like all that. So it's your
I
body.
wasn't saving it.
If
When
you
you
had damaged me for that,
It's your body and tons of guns, just like leading you like a million ways.
Renaissance painting of Alex.
That was the coolest painting ever.
You go to grab
Just
Alex.
guns in the earth.
You go to grab Alex to try to get him, and he just but you can breathe, but you're like holy fucking shit as it's just pulling you. So you guys, if you want to fast track to the bottom of the ocean,
Sure.
just strap on Alex and your his dumbass unconscious body is just flying downward.
That would be awesome.
Okay, so all three of you are in the water. They're sick. There's radiance everywhere. The captain of the ship, or I'm sorry, not the captain of the ship, but the first mate goes, oh, purge it! And you hear like, oh, from like within the deck of the ship. So
well, this is a cute. I don't think it goes. It does go around corners. Does it sink through the boards of the ship?
Oh no,
maybe.
Pestilence.
I'm not.
It's a
technically counting.
What's it called? A spear.
Sorry, hold on.
So it would go up and down.
That's fine. It can be hitting them. It's not the crew's turn yet. The crew hasn't taken the damage technically yet. I mean, they could.
Well, I mean the crew.
You
Who is she
26
yelling
damage?
to? Is what I mean.
You don't know. She said. Said, "Purge it."
Yeah.
And you hear. Okay.
Hi.
Hi. So let me get this up really quick because I was writing this last night. The Wave Dancer is going to use one of its abilities.
Called Purge.
Where
all crimes are illegal.
All crimes are illegal. Okay, so what was the DC?
16.
16? Maybe. It does. So I don't think I need to. Let me check what I wrote. See if I'm going to break one of my own rules. So, you hear this from the ship itself as you see kind of static sort of ripple around it. As you guys are sinking, you can see at the edge of the boat the face of Carla Lily as she's staring, as you see some of the blood seeping down, just kind of a smirk on her face, as I'm sure you're still...
How bloodied does she look on a scale of 1 to 10?
Not too bad. She's bloody. She has blood on her, but she's not bloodied.
Mm.
She's okay. She's doing all right. And, like, personality-wise, basically the same as you. Like, like I don't give a fuck. And you see the ship, boom, and it kind of lets out this, like, blast of radiant energy, and you can tell your spell just got fucking annihilated. Like, they just banished it off of their ship, essentially.
They got, like, Star Trek healing shit going on.
What?
Like,
well, wait.
Spaceship healing, like, everything bad.
This ship is protected.
It was the crew's turn?
No, that was her turn.
The boat's turn.
Now it's the crew's turn.
Whoa.
The boat!
Someone had to activate that, though.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. Is that the crew?
So the way that I had it, that's no. That's play turns. the first mate and the captain are linked to the ship. The first mate and the captain can basically do it. On their turn, they can make the ship do something.
But they're not doing it.
They're not doing it because that's like flavor text. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
On their turn, I had it that they
though.
can like they can be like, "Hey boat, do this," but I didn't want her to be like, "Hey boat, turn yourself on."
Like
the magic
And,
school
like,
boat.
I would like. I think it makes more sense and sounds cooler if it's like, "Okay, bam," and it does it. You know, technically that's one of her turns.
Okay.
Instead of making it like an arena action where the boat just does things on its own, which is a thing. Like remember,
that's
for the
cool.
role, the boss arenas can just do
That
stuff.
would be
There's
cool,
elemental things
For
that
the
happen.
future.
Instead, I wanted it to be in control of
If we
the
survive.
major players who control this boat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The crew can't do that. But on
I'll always come back.
or Carla's turn, they can.
I'll be back for you, Carla.
Okay, so after the first mate's turn, now it is the crew's turn. And as you guys sink and are like, later losers, we're just leaving.
Oh. My thing broke.
What?
I can't cast spells.
You can also do notes too.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4 soldiers dive into the water after you.
I need to get.
They
better.
seem to be having no problem holding their breath. They are breathing as well.
Well, that's good to know because initially, if you didn't get got, I was gonna bear hug one and take him in with me, but that would have done nothing apparently.
You guys are sinking. You're a little bit ahead of them. But
I have to get my charger.
What?
I have to get my charger. Is this the awful
That's
time? I mean,
You
I'm
did-
done.
No,
Yeah,
you're
you're
fucking
unconscious.
unconscious. You're unconscious. All right, so you can tell that as they dive in, some of them have thrown their weapons behind their backs, and you can see a lot of them have like these harpoon guns
Okay.
with them that they are going to attempt to shoot you with. So, okay, so.
I have a question.
Does
though.
a 7 hit any of you?
No.
Yes.
It's actually very close, but no.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That was only 4 I threw in there. So.
With spells that have like a vocal thing,
Yes.
can we use them underwater with fire breathing? Water breathing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that this is against. Let's see, who do I have? This is against Astride. So harpoon damage. All right, that is 11 damage to you as a harpoon goes and kind of like sticks right into your side. Just fuck. 11 damage
Oh,
to you.
okay.
So just mark that down.
Is it stuck in me still?
Yes, and it
Okay.
is attached to a wire that is attached to that person's gun, and you can feel it kind of as it sinks in you, goes and like kinks back. You know what I mean? Like holds you. What?
Nothing.
Listen, you. All right, it's gonna be so.
Wow.
That
That's
is a
really
19.
freaking out.
So that probably hits a 19 plus 5, right?
Yeah.
What's your AC?
17
Yeah, okay, yeah, it hits.
or 15.
All right, this will be for you, Jeff. So that's not a lot.
You don't have any illusion cantrips? or
You take
Very
9
minor.
damage as one just goes into your leg a little bit and like fuck.
Am I near Alex? Are we all around
We're
Alex?
all
I would say you're
We're
like
touching him?
yeah, you're
Okay.
both within 5
Alright.
feet of him. I'm gonna put you like right there, kind of.
Alright.
But these are long range weapons that can hit. They're not
That's
aiming
fine, that's
for
fine.
Alex. They're aiming for you two. So it's one missed, one more. Does a 13 hit you, Jeff?
No.
Okay. So you just get one harpoon in your leg. So they're hitting with harpoons, and after all the harpoons after one of the harpoons hits you, and one of the harpoons hits you, they start reeling you. And you see that they're getting closer to you. Like, they're like barely even swimming. They're just like, we're coming.
Can I call? Well, for one, I want to curse out in deep speech, just angrily at this, because fuck, or foolproof thing was fucked.
Okay.
And I also want to
Foolproof.
Yeah.
Our foolproof thing.
to the unconscious anchor right now.
Foolproof.
Foolproof.
I like that. Yeah, that's definitely. I'm gonna say you guys aren't too deep under the water either, because it's again this all happens in like a span of 6 seconds. You're probably just maybe like 10 feet under the water as you're sinking.
Okay.
Maybe.
Would it be an action to pull it out?
That harpoon, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I cast?
Because you gotta like, it's a harpoon. It's not like a piece of shrapnel that you
No,
can,
I know.
it's like in there. You gotta be like fuck and rip it out. It's gonna cause some damage.
That's fine.
Cantrip frostbite to the top of the harpoon, make it ice and break it.
You can.
If not, I'm
What's-
just
what's
gonna
the
cast.
Do you
line?
roll for damage for that?
It is a offensive spell, so it
So does it have damage?
cause numbing frost on a failed save. Target takes 3d6.
I'll say, you know what? Do it. I'll say if the harpoon's thing fails
If
the
it's a,
save,
we stat against it.
it'll yeah.
Okay.
I don't have. I didn't think of that.
The Constitution saving throw of a harpoon.
Whatever.
So
Yeah.
roll.
All right. So what does it have to make?
It's a Constitution of 15.
All right.
So just roll a 20, I guess. If it's under 15.
Yeah.
fails.
Fuck it. 14. So you.
What is the
kind of-
line?
I was thinking that it would be like a meshed like wire,
Okay.
like a metal,
Okay.
like a meshed
That's
metal.
what
But we could just say that they're, some of them are cheap. I don't know. Or this one's not. This one's of like just a very strong plastic
Okay.
that you kind of like and break the actual like taut, and the wire's taut because it's pulling
Yeah.
them in. So it like I said, the slack like ding, as they're sucking themselves in. So you boom and break it, and the harpoon is still in your
Yeah.
leg, not terribly deep because you didn't take too much damage from it. But the wire snaps, and you see the guy like, you know what I mean? Would you like to do anything else?
No, I kind of want to like. I know we're just in free fall, but kind of just like, come on, like, hurry up, falling Alex. Just basically weight us more.
So technically,
I know he has to roll a death saving throw when he gets back.
he does. When you did that, Jeff, Carla was supposed to go first. I
Yeah.
apologize. So I'm going to have Carla, as a bit of sport, start firing the hope cannon down upon you.
How low are we?
Because you guys are under the water. So she's going to take
Can
disadvantage.
she see us? Because isn't it like a murky, dirty water?
Not around Stillport. You're still in the calm waters of Stillport. It's not terribly. It's not like Bahamas, though.
That's what
It
I'm
is-
saying.
I'm giving her disadvantage
Okay.
on rolls because
She's
she's
her
also
own people too.
she's also like
Oh,
not really
shit.
giving a shit. She's
Yeah.
just
She's not the best person, is she?
People.
How does she know?
She's having the time of her life right now. So. Astride, does a 20 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy.
A natural?
No.
Okay.
It was actually, technically, a 19 may count as a crit for her. She rolled
That
a 19.
was with
No, I'm sorry, she's
disadvantage?
not rolling 19. I'm sorry, she's not rolling 19. And it was not with disadvantage. Oh my god, I'm fucking up my own rules here.
She's trying to kill me.
There's a 15 hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, there you go. Give me this. Okay, you take 20 damage as radiant energy fires from the water's surface and slams into your form, digging right into your stomach. She likes those gut shots. So that's 20 damage.
Except she
down.
hit me in the back.
But, oh, okay, in the back, whatever.
Because aren't we sinking or whatever?
Oh, yeah, sure. So you feel it rip through your back
Okay.
as it flies through. She is going to and just aim it at.
Yeah, can she see us? That's kind of what I meant. Or is she just firing blindly into the water?
Jeff, does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay, so she can kind of see you, but not very well. She can still see you.
That's
she
why I
got
was
you.
asking. Yeah.
If she was firing blindly into the water, she would still be firing at disadvantage.
If she fumbles, she should shoot at the water and bounce it back at her face.
blows a hole in her own ship, or just blows off the head of one of the people.
Yeah.
So she misses you as you see radiant energy. Like you just bash the thing off, and you're like you move your leg to the side. You see as it like eats through the water. The bullets don't do well in water, but this radiant energy seems to have no problem. It's like laser guns shooting through. You can see it go like and kind of disperse in the water like deeper and deeper. She's gonna take one more shot. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You take 22 damage
Okay.
as the radiant energy slams into your back as she's just boom, 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 firing off.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it was doing for me.
Just gonna deal with it. Like an asshole, that.
Because when you double tap, it zooms in.
It was 22.
Alright, so I'm still alive.
Blood. Okay, now it was technically it was now supposed to be your turn, but we'll say that was your turn.
Okay.
And now it's Amanda's turn.
Alright, I'm still close enough to hit Alex to touch him.
Yes, you are.
Alright, so
We're syncing with him, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
alright, so
Yeah, I'm gonna say you are touching him currently.
then I'm
All three of
gonna
you are touching.
use Spare the Dying on him, so he becomes stable.
Does he have a hit point?
I don't know.
Is he conscious or stable?
It says you touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable.
So,
All right, I think that means give him 1 hit point.
Probably.
He's kind of awake now.
I would imagine. It's either that, or if he fucks up on the next couple of rolls, I think it stabilizes him. I don't know. But
Let me see.
I don't know what
I'm gonna
happens
look it
when you succeed all 3 death saving throws. You're considered stable,
yeah,
and I think you wake up to 1 hit point,
Let me see.
or you're just unconscious. You're just sleeping.
that sounds right.
Maybe he's just unconscious. I don't totally know how.
Well,
how
you're
physical-
unconscious when you hit 0.
Yeah, when you hit 0, and then what is it? But that's when you're making death saving throws.
I'm looking at.
But when you're stable, I don't know if that technically means he's awake. I feel like you need to give him like a potion or some shit. Something.
Hmm.
But I'm okay with him being like, like waking up and, where are we?
Give me 2 seconds.
God, that happened way faster than I thought that it would.
What?
The fight. I'm learning how to,
Can I use a cantrip gust to push us 10 feet
It's
faster?
not your turn yet.
Oh.
I'm waiting for Amanda to
Yeah,
finish her
give
turn.
me-
Oh, that's right.
It's going to be the first.
I
next
forget
turn.
that we weren't.
The crew gets to go again.
I forget that we're moving. This is like the first time we did like a mobile battle within the technical shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah, where you're moving in
Yeah.
in the 6-second intervals.
yeah.
You wake up.
You wake up.
If you were stabilized, you wake up. What the fuck does that mean?
Maybe keep figuring out what you're gonna do. Jeff, maybe you look it up. Like, is there anything else you want to do? Just so we can.
Oh,
I mean, that's kinda critical
I
to
used
everything.
my action. There's nothing else I really can do. You know what I mean?
He's not gonna go anyway. He's not here. Oh, that is your action. Oh, it's
That's
a
a
spell,
spell.
isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So you do that. All right, then I guess.
Because I didn't want to. I assume he doesn't have to roll death saving throws anymore.
No.
That's what I wanted to.
I've also
keep
been
him
like, man,
alive.
because he's not been here, so I'm like, man. We can do that when everybody's here and in the heat of shit. It's also like right now you guys aren't fighting. You're like, and running away.
Running.
Sort of.
Jumped
Yeah.
off of the building.
So I
basically.
don't, that's saving throws. You can consider it more if he gets hit. You guys are still surrounded by people. All right, so now it is the first mate's turn. Not really gonna do anything. Is gonna stay up on the boat. Actually, I'm gonna say the first mate disappears under the undercarriage of the boat, and it is the crew's turn. So,
Wait, you want to just pause a second and scream Uptown?
Yeah,
Why?
You kinda
he was just getting a
disappeared.
charger. He never came back.
sure, yeah. If you want.
Okay.
Because he could be taking turns if he's awake, you know what I mean?
Amanda
That's
may
right.
have just healed you. Oh shit.
That
It
was
doesn't,
I
it
think
doesn't do a lot. It just brings you like.
I think that turnout, obviously not what I wanted, but it was an awesome turnout. Like, awesome. I didn't even think Jeff could teleport me, whatever. I gotta take a piss now.
I didn't even think about that. Go ahead.
I will. I just want to plug this in because nothing.
Alright, so this is what it is. He's at 0 hit
These
points.
nuts.
He's
Do you guys just
unconscious.
want to take a break real quick? Because he has to go to the bathroom. I should probably go take a piss.
Oh,
too.
okay, yeah.
I'm sorry, Amanda. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. I'm thinking.
Don't
what?
step on this, please.
Step on it, please.
He's unconscious. He's at 0 hit points. He doesn't have to make any death saving throws anymore. He will if he takes more damage. It'll
Gotcha.
restart.
I
If
like
he
that.
doesn't take any more damage but isn't healed, in 1 day and 4 hours, he will regain 1 hit point. Wake
Yeah.
up.
You got it, guys.
Alright, so I guess we'll pause.
Yeah, you are not currently like suffering
Yeah,
anything.
back is recording. Alex is on death's door, but
Yeah,
stabilized.
stabilized, so he's not dying. You're all underwater. You're all getting shot.
He looks like a sad Renaissance painting.
You're all getting shot a bunch. Alex is trying to get into his laptop currently. Is that considered a laptop? Then?
I don't know what this is.
It's a Chromebook.
Pain in my ass. That's what
Hey,
it is.
what?
Chromebook.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Okay, crew's turn. We're going to start taking pot shots at you with harpoon guns.
Yeah.
2 of them have already landed, so this guy has not landed yet with his harpoon gun. And that is... I don't think it's going to hit. Does a 12 hit you, Amanda?
Yes.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Oh, I'm very weak.
Dang, girl.
I don't have any armor.
Dang, girl. Welcome to Jimmy John's. Home of the Jimmy John's. Can I take your Jimmy John's? You take 6 damage. So as a harpoon guns digs into your leg from one of the guards right there. Second guy who has already shot into you, I believe, Amanda, now that he has his harpoon in you, is going to hit a button on it, which is zips him closer to you.
Mm-hmm.
Brings him right to you
Mm-hmm.
and causes an additional. Just a little one of these, that's all. Ugh. 5 damage as it tugs and rips at your skin, pulling him closer to you. Because harpoons are nasty, girl. So just 5.
Mhm.
Okay, alright. The next guy who I believe missed, you, Jeffrey. Yeah, one guy hit you and then you broke it, and he's like, no, this is broken. So another guy is going to attempt to hit you. That's a natural fucking 1, so it just, the same guys, he's like, I'll get you this time, bad boy, and fires, and it just is like,
A natural 1?
he's
Should hook his
gonna
ankle.
fire at you, and he can't slip because he's in water. I'm gonna say while he's loading it, and he
The
goes,
string.
and he pulls back the thing and, goes, and digs into his own
Oh.
leg. He's like, ah!
Good.
A shark takes him out.
Screaming. Takes 9 damage.
Oh, shit. That was a big chunk.
Good.
Okay. So he's down some health. The other guy whose thing you broke is going to... It was this guy that shot at you. This guy is just going to swim closer to you. As he swims closer to you, he is going to take out a knife and attempt to stab you in the water.
Okay.
Get ready for this. Nah. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
So you just but it's like in slow
So their
motion 'cause it's
captain
water.
is ridiculous, but
Yes.
her shipmates are literally.
Well, they're not 200 years old and have super crazy. They're expendable. If you remember, she was having auditions to get onto her ship.
Yeah,
you
you're
were in
right.
a line for that, so yeah, she just gets people.
How far down are we now?
I guess I had to account for you guys sinking. 20 feet.
Okay.
We'll just say it's 10 every round. I don't know. 20 feet. There you go.
Holy shit! I did it.
Alex, you are currently stable, but you can't do anything, but you're not dying. So this is the top of the new round. This is Carla's turn. She is not going to fire at you. Instead, she is going to attempt to end this shit.
Why is she so rude? Like, I offered her a date, and she obviously denied me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I did the next best thing, which was to duel her.
It does come back. These are hard to read sometimes. It's in the dark, I guess. It does come back. So the ship has
Have a guy in the net,
recharged.
Google. There you go.
Do you
I feel like I'm
do you-
breaking
I need all of you. I have one. It's
Okay.
right here. I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw. No disadvantage or anything. Just Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
I have Indomitable.
Indomitable.
Indubitably. Good job, guys.
I hope I don't have to sign into my D&D account, because then we
You
have
definitely
an issue.
do.
17.
18.
Excellent. And
Stand by. I'm trying to find it.
Alex doesn't need to do anything.
Oh, good.
He's our anchor right now.
Oh. He doesn't need to do anything, but this is going to probably undo your thing.
I can just touch him again.
He's stroking out, and we're just slapping him with healing.
Guys, just let me go.
I see the light. I just want to die.
Okay.
That's way too... Okay.
One more. That's way too many. The ship does not fuck around. But luckily you all made your saves.
The ship is still attacking us?
You missed a lot.
The ship recharged. It recharges
Wow.
its ship.
The ship is attacking us.
This fight sucks.
God, look, even my character sheet looks awful. There's an unhappy face with X for eyes.
Stop. All right, I have to redo this.
You can't concentrate, DM?
There's X's all on your numbers.
You two take 22 damage as a huge
Jesus.
pulse of radiant energy goes boom from the bottom of the ship
What's
itself.
its range?
100 feet.
The
As it goes
Yeah.
through you, goes past you. I need to Constitution.
How deep
save.
is this ocean?
For
How much
two,
do we
actually.
take?
Yeah, she's about to blow
You
her
take
fucking people up.
22 damage.
Please don't be that extra.
What's there?
Yeah, no, we're making our way.
No, I'm sorry. Wait, I rolled 22. You take half of that because you saved.
that's-
I'm sorry. So
that's
half
okay.
of 22,
11.
which would
11.
just be 11. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. The crew takes 22.
Oh!
Who is under here?
It's okay, they're expendable. This captain needs to be beheaded. Can people hack into your notes?
On iPhone?
Yeah.
I'm sure they can hack into whatever they want.
Probably not supposed to. The Chinese government wants to, I'm sure. Why?
Would the Chinese want anything with my email? Because I'm about to put my password on.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
On
Feel like
what?
a sticky note or something.
Or a
like that.
tattoo.
Memento.
You have to change it every 2 months. This was the worst idea.
Okay.
Sorry for sniffling.
So you guys are. Hey, you guys are still alive, huh?
Yeah.
Speak for
Good
yourself.
for you.
Small miracles.
Good for you.
Does
Alex is undone with that and immediately fails a death saving throw.
I have Indomitable.
What's that fucking mean?
It means I get to reroll any failed saving throws.
You didn't make a saving throw
Yes, I
because
did.
you were fucking unconscious.
You took
don't get to
damage
make
while
a
you're
saving throw.
unconscious.
I'm gonna
Your
read
dumbass
this to
just
you.
gets slapped around because you're sleeping underwater.
Let's see.
I
He's
don't
provided more utility. to
Whatever,
us as
let
an
him
anchor
figure
so
that
far.
out. Either way, you're definitely not fucking awake. That was Carla's
You can
turn.
reroll a saving throw that you fail. You must use an A roll. If you are passed out, you can use it. And
She
fuck
gets.
the DM. Oh wow.
I'm gonna use an action. She would use an action surge, I guess, because that counts as an action, by the way, guys. The ship. So
Oh, thank
she
God.
can't do anything except she's gonna use.
God,
I love this action. I love
Fucking
it. That shoots
fucking
15
shooting
dead
at us.
20s.
She's gonna use an action surge.
No, her gun's really good.
Popping
15
shots.
D10 plus 20.
Plus 20.
What? Why are you taking 8
Jeff,
of those things?
does a 27 hit you?
No, I dodge it.
Darn.
Yeah, it's me.
Dag nabbit. Not that many. Not that many. Sorry, not that many.
I guess it's okay that Alex keeps getting phone calls because he's dead. Or, unconscious.
You take 17 damage.
Alright.
As a, oh wait, I'm sorry. Nope. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me roll with a disadvantage. It's literally the same number.
17?
So, yeah. No, it was a 16. I rolled a 16, and she gets plus 10 to her attacks, and then a plus 1 for the gun.
So 20.
So it is. I'll
17?
keep the roll. Yeah.
This isn't looking good.
Yeah, it was 17 damage.
Okay. Plus 5, fuck you.
Does a 13 hit you?
Yeah.
Alright, so my mom just called me. Now my grandma's gonna call me in 5 minutes. Just watch.
What?
That's just what
I'm
happened.
sorry, this is so
Remember-
exciting to watch right now. This sure is a lot of math.
Remember last time it was like dad, then mom, then grandma?
Yeah. Oh, I got a missed call.
Yeah.
They say throw on that.
Astride,
Mother.
you take 15
Mom.
points of damage as arcane energy comes again.
Oh, this is all we
ripping.
do on Saturday.
Wait, I'm sorry.
This is a
God
surprise.
damn it! I'm supposed to roll with disadvantage.
I have 1 hit point left.
All right, that was actually better. It was better. It was higher, so she definitely hits you.
With disadvantage.
What do I take?
Oh,
With disadvantage,
okay.
you take, I just said it to you. Didn't
15?
Yeah.
I? No. Hold on.
Don't you have any healing, or you just wasted all that on my face?
No, I don't have any healing.
What kind of magic people are you? You're useless.
14. You take
Not
14
you though. You
points.
got me off the ship, so you're not bad.
Correction, I have 2 hit points left. Jeff won't die if he gets downed. He'll come back at 1.
Jeff, does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
I love when
Well,
he
who's
said
firing at you now? Carla?
The Carla, yeah.
Oh.
The ship was an action, and then
Gotcha.
you have to use an action surge, right, to do another action as a fighter. You don't
Yeah.
get just 2 actions.
No.
Okay.
It's one action, but
But when you choose to do an action, you can attack 3 times.
yes.
Gotcha. That's what she's doing right now. She is an action surge.
Even though we're 20 feet down.
It's not
Oh, you're-
bullets. It's this energy that she's firing into the
Okay.
water.
I
Jeff,
think
you only
somebody-
take 8 damage.
Oh,
I rolled 3 ones on my d6s.
Oh.
So
But the gun is a laser cannon, so it's 15.
You forgot
D10.
you're allergic to
Plus
energy,
20.
so then another 20 damage.
I think Evan's trying to kill us.
I
guys.
forgot that she has.
Super energy.
No, she has other things that she could do, but I forgot. That's okay. It was on the back of the card. Doesn't matter. Anywho,
Is she a reskin of something? By any chance, or
What do
you
you
just made her from scratch?
I made her from scratch. and I
Okay,
made her
okay.
weapons
I was
from
just
scratch.
wondering if she was from a book or something.
Nope. Why is she?
So I can look her up and be like, all right, I'm taking this, I'm taking this, I'm taking this. Like,
Jeff, it is your turn as you're like spinning
Question.
out.
Would
I'd rather be kissing a sea hag.
the effects of a visual minor illusion work with my teleport? If I were to make
What does that mean?
if I were to make the
In
design
English.
of my teleporter, would it work
It's
as
an illusion, though.
No,
It wouldn't.
it's an illusion.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
Then we're fucked.
Are
I
you
got
trying to
nothing.
get to the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna take a while. It's deep as fuck. You can't see the bottom right now
Mhm.
because you guys were like 5 miles out, I believe, and
Yeah.
the mall is pretty deep.
All right.
So you're 20 feet down now, and you can't see the
So
bottom.
they can't see the bottom.
Oh, I haven't hit the floor?
No.
Holy shit. I must be dropping like an anchor, though.
Yes, you are.
Oh, shit.
You're dropping 20 or 10. You're dropping 10 feet every round.
For 6 seconds,
Just
pretty much. That would be such an awesome freaking picture of just passed out, blood coming out of the mouth, and then
with the guns. All the guns
weighing-
everywhere, yeah. Floating
And
in the
bubbles.
water. Drag. All the SMGs are dragging you down.
Can you take potions underwater?
Yeah, sure.
It might taste a little
Do you have
salty.
a potion?
Yeah, I have a lot.
A lot.
Do you have a lot?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're making that up.
No,
They
I
Didn't,
didn't.
didn't any of my gold stop the shots?
That's why. Oh, that's why you didn't take her double damage that she does every time.
Why? Oh,
She doesn't do double damage.
Yeah, well, I mean, one could when she rolls one die and gets 37 damage. That's when I start asking like, oh, what is that?
Then I guess you know what, screw it. I guess we gotta be kind of offensive. We're only going as fast as Alex is dragging us.
What can you attack the ship? Like the ship is attacking you, but you can't really do anything to it, right?
No.
That we know of right now.
We're about to release them all.
I don't know. Desperate times, desperate measures. I want to take out the Horn of the Bugbear that Draxia gave me at the end of our first successful mission, Evan, and summon 2 bugbears underwater with us just to go
They
crazy.
drown immediately.
Oh,
And
I mean, yeah.
is there?
The worst existence.
Why are we doing this?
Just to get targets off of us. There's literally like nothing I can do underwater. It's either fire damage or
You
ice
should
knife.
use all 5 charges. Would that make us? Would that give us like 20 bugbears?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try to actually. You know, fuck it. I'll use an
I'm not
ice
gonna
knife.
worry about her other shit that I have.
Keep this in our back
That's
pocket.
pretty
yeah,
badass.
don't worry. We
Underwater
all
with
have
an
2
ice
HP
knife.
left.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm not gonna kill random bugbears. I'm just gonna use an ice knife at the. Who's the closest guy towards us?
The guy who's right up in your face. The guy who tried to hit you
Oh,
with a
then
knife.
fuck him. I want a 6th level ice knife right into his face.
Okay.
God,
Dexterity
awesome.
15 saving throw.
Do they have like snorkel masks on right now?
No, they're
The
breathing.
answer is no.
Oh.
He did not make that.
He did not make it. What a shame. So then he's gonna
Sorry.
take.
Obliterate.
He's not the best sailor boy.
He's gonna
I don't know.
take 1d10 piercing damage, and then the shard explodes.
Does it?
Does that do damage when it explodes?
Explosion.
Yeah.
D6.
Does it explode inside of him?
They have real knives
Wait,
that
wait,
do
is he
that.
right on top? Like literally on top of
CO2
me?
in the handle. You
he's
stab
in the
him,
same
hit a
thing as
button,
you.
all the
I'm
CO2
not
comes
gonna
out the
use
knife.
that because it's gonna hurt us.
Does it just fire the blade like further?
No, I thought so at first, but there's a vent inside
far
the
away
blade.
is he?
You get stabbed, press the button.
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
How far away is he from Jeff?
He's literally right on Jeff.
I don't want to use that then. It's gonna kill myself. I'm not gonna use
Then
that.
there's these guys who are 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Are they all bunched up on each other?
Kind of, yeah.
Can I?
Amanda's right there.
Then, yeah, I'm not gonna use an explosion on them. It'd be like thunderclapping as we all have 1 health.
Thunderclapping would be the opposite of a good idea.
Exactly. So I'm not gonna
it's-
use ice
it's
knife.
5 feet, it hurts everybody.
Then I'll use Cone of Cold,
Okay.
which is the same thing. Constitution 15. So I guess can we use that same roll, or should you want to roll again?
No, I'll keep it. Yeah, they failed.
Who
are you using it on?
Is there any way that a 60-foot cone, could not hit Amanda?
If you did this, then you'd just be hitting this guy. That's the only way to not hit Amanda is to either only hit this guy or this guy.
The guy right in front of me. Then
Or him. All right,
Yeah.
so you just
he
Oh, yeah, no.
he fails to save, and he takes 8d8 on a failed save,
okay.
and then he becomes a frozen statue.
Holy shit, 88. Do you want to use mine too?
Nah. So it's
88.
5,
Jesus.
13,
Level 11s, man.
21.
21, 28, 34, 37, 39, and one more. 45.
Okay. And what happens when he dies?
Turns into a frozen statue.
So the guy who
Jump on
misses
him.
you with a knife is like, and you just kind of dodge it.
He
and
floats.
he goes, "I'll get you yet, villain." And you just kind of hold your hand out. You want to do anything? You want to do
Say
anything
something.
special,
Say
Tom?
something.
Cool off.
And he said, nice and soft, so only you and him can hear it. Cool off. And he's like,
Bubbles.
"What?" As the water, not only does it hit him, but you're in water, so the water itself, and he becomes like this ice boulder, just
Like it-
frozen like this, with a knife out as he sinks like.
Would he sink or would he
faster.
float?
Would he float?
Yeah.
He floats. He just close. And as he crests the top of the water, you hear, oh, like yelling. You're like, whoa! As a frozen man who is most definitely dead inside there floats to the top. Is that your turn?
I guess so.
Okay. Amanda? Or Astride, I'm sorry.
I'm going to give Alex a superior potion of healing.
Oh, thank you.
So he will gain 8d4 plus 8 hit points.
Oh,
Nice.
8d4.
You don't get to roll it.
Oh,
Does he?
you were rolling it. Okay.
Who
No,
rolls
you're
it?
right. You're right. I'm sorry.
You,
No, I was just getting confused. I'm
you're pouring
lost
it
a
into
lot
his
of
mouth,
blood. I'm underwater.
You roll it.
Ooh, that's a
So you're
crit heal. That's a
underwater.
critical heal.
Yeah, I guess you could use potions.
She
whatever.
needs
That's
to
why
put
I
in the
was
baby
asking.
bottle.
That's weird, but I'll allow it.
Syringes it into you.
Yeah. She's
You
clever.
can drink underwater.
It's suppository. She just shoves it up
Oh!
her ass, so it starts.
And then breaks
Bingo! Alright, I'm ready to fight.
one man, one cup to redeem yourself.
Damn, another crit.
You overdose. You drink so much.
I'm
Sleep.
gonna wake up screaming.
I just had the weirdest dream. I decided to fight Carla.
I knew I should have got that.
Where are we?
As you see a
Wait, guys, we can't fight her.
You gain 34 hit points.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna eat my own.
Woo! God, what was that? Superior?
Yeah.
Thank you,
man.
Amanda.
Good thing
What if I'm gonna go back to the ship and kill her now?
I would.
Don't you fucking
I just
dare.
want to talk. Do you forgive me? What the fuck is going on?
Bubbles.
Wait,
You
do
can-
I have movement?
Yeah.
Am I able to move, though?
What the fuck? Yes.
He
you can
has a
swim.
harpoon in me. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, no.
No?
Actually, yeah, no.
Would I be able to,
You
like,
can rip
kick?
it out of you. It's gonna hurt. He still has
I
his
used
in there.
my
He drove
action,
the
so I
thing.
can't. But
Yeah.
would
Can I
I be able
pencil
to
dive?
kick him underwater to,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, use an unarmed strike.
to, like, use, like, him as momentum to move? Just, or is that an action?
It's still going to cause you damage because the thing is inside of your leg.
You're better off just cutting off the ends and then healing it later. Don't rip it out of you. Start rupturing yourself.
That's why every time because it's a harpoon, every
Just
time you
trying to
move,
move.
it hurts you more.
So moving, in general, is just
Now
gonna
that he's
hurt.
harpooned you and he's like got you hooked into it, yeah, it's gonna be hard for you to move around. You can move, but it'll take damage. How's that? You can move, but it will take damage. And I assume that you don't want to do that because you're fucking mad low. So I say no, you can't.
This guy's gone.
But technically, you can. He's fucking dead. Yes, thank you.
Where are my two zombies?
Oh yeah.
Where are your two zombies? You have no idea.
Okay.
Do you want to like reach out to them and try
Yeah.
to say, "Oh, guys,
Yeah.
okay, you do so."
They get grabbed by.
Would you
wolves and
feel their
underwater.
presence? They're at the bottom. Of
You're a
the ocean.
necromancer,
Does
right?
Does that help you? They're at the bottom of the ocean, playing in the sand, because that's where if you reach the bottom, you were going to fuck them, bap in the sand with their dome hands.
Okay.
So if you'd like to call out to them, they can begin swimming towards you.
Sure.
Okie dokie. That'll happen eventually. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
We just get obliterated by the ray gun, and then like 2 hours later, they come floating over to where we are.
Okay. First mate's turn. First mate reemerges from out from under the ship. There is a like cylinder sort of metal thing, like porthole or whatever, that opens for a second and out comes the first mate. And you see that she, the dwarf, is... Oh, wait, Alex, you are up now. You're like 20 feet below the water, probably about 30 feet now. If we were at the
Yeah,
top of that.
at least.
Yeah, you're 30 feet now below the water. So she gets shot out about that far. Blip, 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 blip. Does not have a harpoon. Does not give a shit. And is going to swim over... Probably to you. I guess to you.
To
Is
who?
going to Alex. I'm trying to think who
She can catch up with us though.
Okay, so as she pops out, first of all, yes, she could just swim to you, but she doesn't need to because she's on a like this little like motorized like putt thing for water. So she is.
Has she
going
been
to-
damaged at all?
Yes, she has.
Yes, she has. Actually, yes, she has. I will pull up her thing.
And she's exhausted.
She's whatever I say she is. Yeah, she's exhausted, and she has been hurt.
And she's glowing green.
And she's going to take an attack at you, Alex.
Hold on.
Okay.
I just want to make sure her attacks don't have disadvantage.
If they're underwater.
Fuck this. No, because the thing I did on when we were on top of
Alright,
it.
figure it out.
Mhm.
Come on, girl. Because she just rolled a 19. And for a fighter, that's a critical. No, I'm sorry. That's only with the feat.
Where is it?
No, with your specialty, your training. What's it called? Martial type. I'm a champion.
It's
not
ability
have
checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no. So well then she still hits you. So wow, that's trash.
Let me re-roll.
So gets 3 attacks on you. Does a 12 hit you?
Nope.
Okay. Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you take 11 damage as the first mate comes over, pulling over with this little putt-putt thing, takes out her axes and starts just kind of swinging at you under the water. You just woke up. You don't know what the fuck is going on. An axe sinks into your shoulder. You're like, what the fuck? You spin around, you dodge the other one, and the other one like sticks into your stomach a little bit as this nasty dwarf.
How do you feel about firearms underwater?
Okay, so firearms underwater, I'm going to let them they are only effective within 5 feet. So if they're right there, you can basically go and hurt something. But other than that, it's not. You cannot I could not shoot Jeff right now, you know, or I'd be able to maybe get him. But once they're out of that 5-foot range, they are utterly useless.
Okay.
Because I think technically it's 3 feet underwater. Bullets are pretty much useless.
Yeah, most of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm letting it be 5 feet because it makes sense. She is within 5 feet of you though. She's within melee range hitting you.
Okay.
So that is the first mate's turn.
Good thing I don't have flintlocks.
Damn, it's the crew's turn again. All right, well, we have one down.
Do I get to go?
After them?
Oh, okay.
Because it was Amanda. That's why you woke up. So now it's the crew again. Amanda, the one who is stuck to you, is gonna go ahead and try to stab you with a knife.
Does he let go of the harpoon gun?
Nope. He's holding on to it. Whips out a knife and tries to get you.
Yeah.
And he rolls
Evan's going
An
mad
11.
with power.
Yeah, he just hits.
Does he really hit? Are you kidding me?
Damn, what are you, naked?
Buddy, I'm not even trying to hurt you at this point. Shit. Alright. Well, alright. He does 2 damage. That's it.
No, I'm unconscious.
Jesus!
That's all I had left.
Alright, so the knife sticks into you as you... and you kind of
Are we
you
right
see
next to each
blood.
other?
We're all holding
Yeah.
on to each other.
All right,
You see
I'm
blood
gonna
trickle
grab
out.
her collar
Ash
as a
does-
reaction.
Yeah, her hand she was holding onto one of the straps of one of the various guns on your body, and then she starts letting go, and you as you are getting swung at by this horrible woman. This is a bad situation
Really bad.
right now, most definitely. This crew
Only
member,
Draxia will teleport us.
he's gonna give up shooting because he's not good at it. So he's gonna try to stab you, Jeff.
He's turning over a new leaf.
He is. That hits. 17 plus 5,
Mhm.
so that hits. All right. Okay, so he does 1 damage to you.
Oh.
So you're just going to go ahead and have to take that 1 damage on the chin.
If we
Yeah, they don't
survive
get any
this,
pluses.
I want some armor, please.
Yeah, this
Talk
is
to
My
looking
AC is
good.
10.
Talk to Draxi. Okay, so that's it for him. And then this guy is going to also try to stab you.
Whose idea was it to go after her?
He rolls a 10.
He does not hit.
Alright, so that's it, Alex, your turn.
Alright, I want to take the submachine
What
gun.
the fuck?
I want to take the submachine gun from my thigh holster.
Shit, did we ever say how much they do? Submachine guns?
I imagine they'd be the same as my pistol.
What's your pistol do?
1d10 plus 5.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
That's what I've been rolling this whole time. It's not that high.
Ouch. Yeah.
But I want to put it right under his chin and just squeeze semi-auto, which maybe I guess it's embarrassed.
Use
and
all
just,
three of your attacks to just.
Yeah.
All right. So
All right.
roll. You're not. I'm gonna say that. Still roll 3 times to hit because she is wearing armor.
I wonder.
So see how much of her armor eats it. She's not wearing like bullet-resistant armor or anything. Just like simple metal.
I wonder if I should do another violent shot.
Do you want to use? You
grip
only have one
point.
grip point. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna use violent shot, which I use my last grip point, and I get to roll twice for damage.
Well, roll 3 times just to see if you hit all 3, or if her armor eats most of it.
15.
Wait. Let me get
Do you have any bonus?
Total 15.
Oh fuck. No. Where's the AC? God damn it. Oh. No. The armor eats that little burst.
How about a 20?
Yes.
Okay. A fucking 15. Really? What the fuck?
So the armor kind of eats most of it, but some of those bullets get in there. So roll for damage. Once, if you're using your violent shot, go ahead and do what you got to do with your violent shot. And tell me how much damage.
7, 13, 20. Total 20.
Great. Not bad. You see as you see like the sparks as she's like just kind of taking it, and you see like blood squirt out of her mouth, and like some of the bullets like rip out of the back. I think I'd like to make submachine guns do more damage. Remind me of that.
Okay.
Maybe I'll work on it today for me, and you're gonna be hanging out.
Perfect
How far
timing.
down are we now?
Probably like 40 feet.
Yeah, it's the start of your new turn. You're down 40 feet now, so you're 40 feet out of the water. That's Alex's turn. Carla's turn.
That's
Was that
why
a
I
short
asked.
rest, by the way, when I was unconscious?
What?
No.
I'm
No.
kidding.
Okay. Carla's
I
turn.
slept good.
Let's go ahead and.
Because can
What did
she
I do?
see us at
She
all?
can't see.
Did I go?
She can't see shit now.
You
It's
used
Alex,
your cone.
then Carla, then you.
Yeah.
Oh,
You did
I
your
thought it
code and turned him
cycled.
in.
Yeah, my bad.
So he's fucked. All right.
This is where I die.
Everybody roll a Constitution saving throw. Oh, I have to
Ooh.
roll to see if I recharge.
I'm dead. 1.
I do
I
recharge.
fumbled.
16.
10.
Wait, 16?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I don't roll at all.
Let me see.
Oh, wait
Nope,
a
you
second.
failed.
I get to
And
re. I get to
you're-
re-roll. I get to re-roll.
Wait a second.
No.
Are we taking damage?
Yes, you are.
Did you just like suddenly open up endgame monsters and
That's
like?
2 death saving throws then, that I failed.
No, she herself, Carla herself, is not incredibly high level. She has.
Oh really? Because you could have fooled me.
She has really good equipment.
One of her attacks did 50%.
She has
damage.
incredible equipment and is on her like a badass weapon. You chose to start a fight
I wanted a
on
date.
her home turf
I wanted a date.
against a champion of
I
Astride,
wanted a
outnumbered like 10 to 1.
All I wanted was a
So
date.
don't fucking blame me.
But we're heroes.
Bad choice. You all failed the saving throw, correct?
1 second. Yeah.
Can I call out to the sea hag to come save us? I feel like we have a connection, me and her. Your pretty man boy needs you.
There's blood in the water. Are there any sharks or anything swimming around?
I am a shark.
Uh,
1, 2, 6, 0 damage.
We'll take 20 radiant damage as the pulse from the ship boom blasts out again. That huge.
What's the distance on that? 100 feet?
Well, I'm dead.
Jeff is unconscious. Yes, 100 feet.
I guess reaction. I grabbed Jeff too, and now both my hands.
You're just fuck.
Yeah.
As you get hit, how much?
I'm down to 3 health.
Jeff, your turn is spent. Make a death saving throw.
Her spell makes me not.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, he's at 1.
You wake back up.
Ah!
You get hit. You And you're at 1 health, and you feel Esther's arm grab you as you see his eyes kind of wide, and he sort of looks at the ship all pissed off, because the fucking audacity of this ship to actually kill you.
Yeah.
How dare it think that it can kill you?
There's nothing on the other side.
You can't just do that. So you have 3 health, Alex?
Yeah.
Jeff, you have 1.
Yeah.
Amanda, make a death saving throw.
Indubitably.
Well, I'm dead.
Damn, that looked like a
What?
19.
I died.
16.
You're not dead.
Yes, that damage does 2 death saving throw failures. I just died.
I didn't say that it did that.
That's the rules.
Well, the rules can suck
Discretionary.
it knocked you out.
I'm
That's
already
your
here.
first death saving throw.
So you're saying that the damage doesn't count?
No, the damage counted for them. It knocked them out. Were you already dead?
Yes.
Oh, she was passed
You
out.
just killed me.
No, wait.
Oh no!
Wait, retcon.
Commercial break.
Do you want to be dead?
Technical
That
difficulty.
sucks.
No.
That's a shitty way to die.
Well, yeah.
A boat killed her. You asshole!
A boat's killed me. Fuck that. You have 1 death saving throw left. Because my brain didn't figure that out. So,
So I guess
Come
this is
on.
where Deus Ex Machina.
that was my mistake. I wasn't considering that the boat did damage to you. Otherwise, I would have said it. But I didn't say it. So it doesn't matter.
20 damage from a boat.
This thing, it does more against structures and vehicles.
So I want you to go back
shit.
Yeah, that's what it's made
in the
for. It's not actually
recording and
made
make
for
sure you
doing what it's
highlight
doing
where he
right
says you all take 20.
What did you say? You all take 20 damage. Look. Like, come on. You know?
A boat that shits magic.
You're
No, it
unconscious. You have 1 death saving throw left. You're all fucked up. You're fucked up.
sucks. Mhm.
All right? You get hit again, you're fucked. How's that? Now that we're all on the same even keel, you get hit again, you're fucked.
Are you alive?
I still have my one.
And you're alive.
First mate's turn.
Go through my pockets.
Yeah. Start chugging the shit we're finding.
Alex, does a 13 hit you?
No.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah. Goodbye, guys. Look like we're all dead. Except for this 1 health point, and then we're all dead.
Listen, guys. You can still make it. You got it.
We need to bring the offense to the gun now. Let's turn
on
it
the
around.
phone, it's a little bit harder.
Oh, yeah.
You take 4 damage.
I'm dead.
So the axe sinks into your chest, and you feel him. You feel his grip loosen on you, Esther.
He's the one sinking.
Then he's up there. All right.
I want to grab onto him.
Underwater, you roll
have
with
them
disadvantage for melee attacks.
No, you don't.
It says it right here.
No, you don't. Show you not. Get away from my secrets. And we have the entire crew. You're looking at the entire crew right now.
Oh, I wonder if you're gonna make it out alive.
With 1 HP.
TPK.
What's even your armor class?
15.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Does a 14 hit you?
No. Does a 37 hit you?
You're not doing anything. One of the guys goes and thrusts like the harpoon gun with. We're not even trying to shoot you with it now, just trying to stab you with it because he just can't hit you. And it just goes, and you just kind of look at him, and he's like, "Fuck." 16 plus 5.
Does a 21 hit you? Yes. Don't even roll for damage, asshole. I have 1 health.
Does the critical 20 kill you?
Does a 6 kill you?
It kills me.
A knife sinks into your gut as you, and you see it's just one of the
Does he
random
shit himself?
soldiers as he's excited, and he looks into your eyes, and as he looks into your eyes and you just stare at him, he leaves the knife in your stomach and kind of backs away as you just and sort of
You jumped into his body.
fall asleep. You are now a decent soldier. Pretty shitty sailor as you float down, and all 3 of you beginning to sink into the blackness.
All right. Well, it was a good run.
We already had a break, right? Nobody needs to go to a break.
No.
This is like the commercial break.
I don't
time.
believe in God.
Okay.
There's nothing on the other side either.
There is stuff on the other side. You
I've
cannot
We
I
just
never
proved
said-
it. We've died like 8 times
You
now.
can't-
There's no
You're
afterlife.
unconscious.
Gods don't have
Amanda
any
tried to
effect.
die, but she's not. You know, she's trying to pull fast ones on me and die just because I said so. But that is your consciousness. You slip into unconsciousness. You're not aware.
Oh boy.
Now, since this did happen, I'm glad that I planned for this.
Oh, you planned for us to die?
I planned for.
I thought all the text messaging saying make a new character was just for
Listen, when you jumped up here, it was like I challenged you to a duel, and you guys got butt fucked by the cannon. She didn't even get to use her cannons.
What are you talking
And
about?
when you got
She
hit like that,
obliterated the
I was
ship.
like, I don't know. I'm gonna try, but I don't know. Look, I could have sent the whole crew down there.
I was gonna
get
say,
you,
to be
but
honest, I didn't expect the crew to be able to breathe underwater either.
this is what they do. They live their life out on the
They're
sea.
They're sea
pirates.
people.
So they all have. Technically, it should have been an action for them to drink it and then jump.
But
in
you
the
just
water.
keep cheating.
Yes. Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me get to where I'm supposed to go.
Not that body.
Have this.
You thought we were so slick, flipping your body over my shoulder into the water.
Oh, well,
So,
some DMs just have plans.
you awaken on the cold stone floor in this destroyed, horrific castle. You recognize it as Draxia's little fort. She sits upon her horrific throne, staring down at all three of you as you all kind of weak. Your body is so weak you can't really even stand. You're still just sort of on the ground looking up at her. And she looks at you. And she leans over.
Well, is this it? Are you done? Is that all that you had for me? I had such plans for you. Oh. I can see a little resistance in your eyes. I wonder if you can withstand them. Yes. I want to see what happens next.
And as she leans in closer and her teeth becoming nastier, you and you wake up. Cold sweat running down you. You're not wet all over. You are dry. But you cold sweat and pale. You're shivering. You are chained to what appears to be these chairs that you're in. Just metal chairs. You're trying to withstand it, and you realize that your mouths are gouged. There are these things on your hands, basically clenching your hands. You guys recognize this as ways to limit casters from being able to do things. You can also feel on your restraints this horrid weakening pulse that you can feel the magic sort of stopgapped. You recognize these restraints. They're on you as well. They don't really do anything to you, but you recognize that it's being infused with radiation. It is basically they're a short range. It's not like you can just be like, I'm holy afraid you can't use magic. But while they're wrapped on you like this, it stops you from using magic. Like a
magic pressure point almost.
Kind of, yeah. And it like stops your fucking chi, man. It stops you from doing magic shit. So it's what they use on imprisoning mages. You are strapped to here. You see before you not a dungeon, not an execution chamber, and not a prison. You see before you beautiful marble walls, a large, massive, red curtain sits maybe 30 feet
I don't
in
like
front
this.
of you. And
Public execution?
You see that there are stairwells and rafters above you as you're looking around. There is a ceiling to this of beautiful marble, and you're just not totally sure. You can hear what sounds like lots and lots of people beyond that red curtain. And as you're sitting here, you notice two people up ahead of you speaking to one another. You are without your armor. You are without your weapons. You are without anything, Amanda, including your staff, including your bugbear horn. Oh, I forgot to put the bugbears there. They drowned. Without any of your guns that you stole from people. Without the sweet-ass knife and armor that Draxia gave you.
Am I naked?
You are all naked, actually, yes.
Nice.
No, they wouldn't keep you naked. You are in these beautiful white robes that
fuck.
have
I'd rather be naked.
The symbol of Astride.
Oh, you
on there.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'd rather be naked. I want to start gnawing at it.
As you're sitting there, you see that the two forms speaking, one is a woman and one is a larger man. And there are plenty of guards around, as you notice, sort of all standing in a line. There's probably close to about, 60 to 100 of them, just standing, all ready and at attention. You notice that behind you, there are several more, like 30 of them, all well-armed, full metal, watching you.
They're watching.
Oh, yeah. You assume the ones right here are there for you. The ones here just seem to be at attention. The two stop speaking, and they look over, and they begin walking over. The woman touches the man's shoulder, and she comes up first, and you recognize it as Carla Lily. And she enters. You see that her wounds are healed. She's got new clothes.
What are our wounds like? Sutured?
Yeah, sutured, not super well healed. Some of them will probably leave scars. You can see that they stopped you from dying. They definitely stopped you from dying. You would have died, but somebody poured a potion down your throat. Somebody poured a potion down your throat and then just stitched up the wounds. But you're all still pretty fucked up and hurt. But the wounds have healed. You've probably been out for like a couple days. You've probably been asleep for probably a couple days.
So full health?
Long rest? Long rest?
Long rest. Sure. For the sake of this, let's say you're back up to full.
Oh boy!
As a long rest?
Yes. You just can't do anything because you're restrained by this magic. Listen, you crafty little bitch. What are you talking about? I took away all your goddamn magic.
Crafty little bitch.
You took away all her magic. She's trying to be shifty on me. I don't know how warlocks work. All right, so.
How do you...
What?
Nothing.
So, you... Carla Lily walks up.
I want to clear this.
I just want to make constant...
You want to get rid of
I'm
it?
joking.
No.
I just want to make constant eye contact with her, staring at her.
She looks right back. And then looks over to Oestre and looks over to Asher. What are you doing, Jeff?
Fixing, we don't get the
Ruining
point.
life.
Keep going.
So, she walks over to you. Well, hello there. Oh, I know. No hard feelings, though, right? You put up one hell of a fight. Gave me a new scar to remember you by. Now,
whatever.
You all made quite the stir in my town. Stillport has never really seen such, horrors, I guess is the right way to put it. Luckily for you, I wasn't there, but lucky for me, we found you out in the ocean. You found me, rather. I wanted to say something to you before the boss man had a chance. I wanted to say, well...
Vampire says what?
I've seen a lot of horrible people do a lot of horrible things. And you're no different. I've seen people worse than you. I've seen people a little better than you. But I will say that I'm so glad that you were able to make it to Mercenary. Not because you've been demolished and brought down to nothing by simply me and my crew, but because you now, luckily, have a chance. If the boss man deems it, you may be given salvation. Aren't you lucky? And she tweaks your nose, Jeff. Astride, your eyes staring at her cheek. Well, that was all I wanted to say. I do hope I see you all again. Probably in the prison mines, but hey, maybe you'll have a better attitude. See ya. And she starts walking off, whistling to herself as she goes. Alex?
I love you.
No.
I'm gagged.
Alex,
Oh, yeah.
I want you... actually, you don't even need to roll perception because you're staring probably at her, and then you're probably staring at her butt because that's how you are. But as you're staring, you see that one of your guns is tucked in her belt. And as she walks away, and it is like above her shirt, obviously sitting there, she probably wanted you to see it as sort of a fuck you. I took your fucking gun, bitch. Eat shit. And she's walking away. Haha.
Can I start what's the chair? Is it bolted down to the floor?
It's not. It's on. I
want to keep rocking.
It's on these it's actually the chair itself is on tracks that are going straight forward.
I want to keep rocking.
So and you feel one of the big gauntleted hands on your back as it slides you back into place as the larger male figure starts walking forward. You see, come before you, a rather tall man, clad in beautiful golden armor underneath these large red and white robes. Not like a robe, it's sort of just a cape, sort of thrown over his shoulders and holding on his sides. You see his arms are covered by this as he comes walking. He is like just a pillar of armor and humanity standing before you as he stands about probably like 6'3". Beautiful golden armor, the symbol of Astride emboldened on his armor. A handsome, rugged face, clean shaven and everything, but strong features.
Take him.
And long, beautiful blonde hair.
I could definitely take him now.
And he's got a ponytail, but long, beautiful hair, very well taken care of, slicked back behind as he walks up to you. Yes, he waves to one of the guards, and they pull over just a common stool, just nothing fancy, just a little wooden kind of thing. He takes it. Thank you very much. Sits in it. You see him kind of fluff his robes. You see a large, beautiful sword now. It was covered, and the robes were kind of covering it. And you see it sort of sitting there, and it kind of hums as it gets uncovered. Hello.
Fuck you.
I am King Tanagar.
Oh shit. Sorry.
And you see his hands.
The king.
The king himself. His
Oh,
hands
shit.
are.
Oh, no, King what?
King Tanagar. Tanagar
Okay.
is the name of the king. His hands are in these large golden gauntlets. He is armored. He is ready to fight. I wish I could say that it is a pleasure to meet you, but I think we're all aware of the situation. You three, for whatever reason, that was in game. For whatever reason, have come to my lands, and you spread horror, chaos,
Forgot about Honeytown, whatever.
destruction.
Hamlet.
And destruction in your wake. We are still counting how many you have slain. But just one is too many.
Are you really counting? I want to know how many.
What?
No, there's no way.
I was actually thinking of rewatching the episodes and keeping a tally, but I would also probably blow my breath.
Someone online will do it.
Your fate is to be decided shortly.
Challenge him to a duel.
But before I take you out there, before I bring you before my people, I want to ask why. And he marks to one of the guards, and he grabs the mouth guards, kind of takes him down.
Why did you bring these horrors to my land?
I want to spit in his face.
You spit in his face.
Yeah.
An all too common answer.
And he looks to the guards. Some of the guards like kind of chuckle. And you get a gag put back on you. Trying to bite at the hands as they're pulling it over.
I want to spit up in the air and then catch it in my mouth.
Oh, that's nice.
Then I want to lick it.
You people! God! What are you? Never got that before.
Put it back on you as you just kind of stare at him like, like waiting. Go ahead.
Well,
Do you have an answer for me, Drow?
I want to lean forward a little and do that thing that like 5th graders do, where they spit all the way to the ground and then suck it back up. And just,
you are diseased, damaged people.
No, it's they pull it over your mouth.
Wow.
You are not insane. You are not rabid. You are working with a goddess. A terrible, wicked, diseased, mad goddess. I will pray for you. Let us go.
And he stands up and hands a stool off to one of the guards, and he just turns and starts walking towards the large curtains. You guys and start being pushed on the tracks.
Now I want to try rocking
You see that
backwards.
there's multiple other tracks and multiple other chairs, but no other people. Just you three. As you're, what the fuck?
Can I try to fight it or no?
Yeah, you kind of put back in there, and it's like struggling fuckhead.
Oh, we're being pushed.
Yes,
I thought like
on
we were
these tracks,
okay.
you're being pushed, and you're like kind of struggling against him as they drive you over. You see the curtains, and they start spreading as you see before you. Honestly, even though you guys probably have different tastes, a beautiful fucking city, a beautiful, immaculate city. The buildings tower high above with beautiful marble and stone. There's gold decorating some of the buildings with weather vanes and shit. I don't know, but beautiful city. Birds fly in front of you, and you see as you start lowering your eyes a massive crowd. You are obviously being pushed out to this massive courtyard. Thousands of people stand before you, and you hear them roar in anger. Thousands of people spit and hiss and curse, and you hear threats of violence. You hear prayers of your death and your demise. Thousands of people sit before you, wanting you three dead.
Sounds like a whole city needs some rehabilitation.
You are pushed past the curtain onto what appears to be a massive stage.
Do we recognize the city?
Performance
No.
check.
Okay, we're somewhere else.
You are in a different. This is not.
That's like the
Guildford.
this is the
Okay.
capital, right? Yeah.
You're in Aringol. So you get pushed to the front, not all the way to the edge of the stage, just up ahead. You can see waiting on the stage is a large man, also clad in armor, holding a massive axe, and he has like this dread-looking kind of helmet on. On it is the symbol of Astride with massive wings, and he's just standing there at attention. But you three have all probably been in situations to recognize this is an executioner. As you are sitting there, probably still struggling in your fucking chair. You two, I guess, just kind of hanging out. Like, all right, let's see what happens. The king is ahead of you, never looking back, and he walks up. And you see him, and he grabs like this small microphone without a thing, and he... And definitely through like arcane means, this microphone is hooked to like some sort of magic, as it's not wired to anything. And he goes, "Please, my good people, lower your voices.
For from you I hear only hatred and malice, confusion and fear, and I understand these emotions. But please, we are not animals and we will not behave as such.
And the crowd calms down. Some people are crying, some people are still like cursing, and he goes,
I know that many of you have had loved ones. Brothers, sisters, children, spouses, taken by these,
and he looks back at you,
these misguided souls.
and you hear like another yelling. He goes,
I think
please,
they have the wrong people.
Please, my people. This is not the first time that our land has been assaulted. Now I know many of you thirst for blood. Many of you want to see these three creatures torn asunder on this very stage, and you hear some of you, damn right, yes, please, kill them, monsters, monsters, and he goes, my good people, I have looked into their eyes, and I have seen not a fear of death. Killing them, though it would be a mercy of sorts to their tortured souls, is not the right way. No. My good people, we are going to make them better.
and you hear the crowd kind of like sort of arguing. He goes,
I am going to treat them as we treat many of our criminals here in Mercelia.
and you hear the crowd getting upset. He goes,
But it will be tenfold. They will go through the re-education process, but it will be far more invasive, far more extreme than we have ever done before. We must see if we can conquer evil on a deeper level. I have slain countless evils in my time, but has it made the world safer? Only a small patch of land. I'm going to fix the source. We, together as a people, are going to use these three wicked, misguided monstrosities as an example. I will either turn them into good, upright citizens, or I will cast them to the dust.
and you hear the crowd.
Do you agree, my good people? Shall we try to save them?
And he kind of turns back, looking to you with a small smile on his face. Not in malice or wickedness, but in like sort of a, I know what's good for you, and you don't kind of face. Like, you don't understand that I'm helping you. And the crowd is like, yeah.
Very good. Then it is decided. They shall be re-educated. You shall be notified of their condition. Thank you, my good people. And now, as you return to your homes, rest easy. You can sleep soundly, knowing that the terrible three are being put to rest.
And they're all like, he hands the microphone off. And staring back at the crowd, he, twirls his hand. You feel your chair is being pulled back. You were taken. These chairs, as they reach the back of the tracks, you feel on the back of the chair, and they come off the tracks. And you can see these small wheels that rub at the top of the legs, zip down to the bottom, and your chair goes up about an inch, and you are now being wheeled away. 3 chairs are removed from tracks and taken away. Those 3 of you. All 3 of you? What?
Do I feel my zombies?
No. They are fucking gone. Your bugbears are dead. So all 3 of you
My guns are gone.
What beautiful guns! All three of you are wheeled to the right through corridors outside to this beautiful, immaculate city. People gathered around as this massive armored truck sits before you with the back open like that. As you are wheeled up to it, you see people taking pictures, flashes, trying to get a glimpse of it. But reporters, this is the news. As you're wheeled up into the truck, kind of put in there, your chair's locked into the wall itself. About 6 guards within the truck itself with you as the truck begins to go. Takes maybe about, I'm going to say like half an hour to get to where you're going. Boom, the truck stops. Lays out. You're wheeled out.
Any windows in this truck? Okay.
But as you're wheeled out, you see the light kind of hit your eyes, and you see this large structure before you. It's definitely not the castle, but it looks like a fortress.
Like a prison?
Kind of, yeah. You're wheeled in through these massive gates, up this long sort of kind of winding road, and towards what looks like basically like a cargo area, like where they would drop off packages. Yeah, shipping area, shipping dock or a loading dock. You're wheeled in through there and immediately taken to an elevator. The elevator goes down.
Oh shit.
Boom. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 6 levels.
levels.
Bing! You're down on level 6, the bottommost level. It's wheeled out, or it opens up, you're wheeled out into this long cement corridor. The beauty is gone. The beautiful, ornate carvings, the everything, the beautiful marble, nothing. This is cold, gray concrete and stone. You're wheeled forward. You each are split off as you reach this sort of kind of splitting ways, all kind of like fuck.
Yeah.
You're all wheeled down into these. You reach these large metal doors. The doors are slid open. You are wheeled inside. There are several guards that kind of start fucking with your chair. You are brought to a room that, while it was concrete on the outside, the inside of this room is all metal. Metal floor, metal ceiling, metal walls. In front of you, while you're strapped to this metal chair with like metal restraints and a cloth gag, before you is this large metal statue, again of the symbol of Astride. There's nothing else in this room, just a large metal statue. The large sun and the wings, without color, just pure cold steel carved out.
I wonder if everything's like electrified.
You're wheeled in. You are the wheels. You're locked into place. The chair is not moving. All three of you are in the same kind of room, just in different sections. All of the guards. Yep. Chair still. Sorry. As you are sitting there, an apparatus is hooked to the back of your chair and placed on the top of your head. Little hooks pulling up your eyelids, making it impossible for you to blink.
Oh, good.
The guards drip 3 eye drops into each of your eyes just to keep them wet, and you're like, oh, it's very uncomfortable. All of the guards leave the room hastily, and you are left staring at the large symbol of Astride. You notice that when the door is shut, this room is without sound. Even the sound of your own voice does not reach your ears.
Wow.
So even your like it's like you are deaf.
Like in that vacuum.
Yeah, something about this room. As you gather all of this, the sun of this statue slowly but vividly begins to engulf in flames. The wings of the statue begin to exude bright light. The rest of the room fades to a dull gray as the bright intensity of this sun and wings grows. You want to close your eyes, but you can't, and they feel as though they are burning as tears stream down your face. There's a horrible sound, like a screech that explodes into your mind. The only thing you've heard akin to this was the banshee's wail, but that pales in comparison to this otherworldly sound. It feels as though your heads are going to explode, and you feel warm blood dripping out of your ears and taste blood in your mouth. The pain pulses in your head. Ooh, and you feel it. Alex. I had music accompanying this, but I guess we'll just do this. You see your first kill. A bit messy, a bit clumsy, but he surprised you, and you had to react. You see him lying there, blood pooling around his neck where your knife is still sticking out. You remember being surprised at how easy it was, and glad for how much money you got for it. You were happy with how this turned out. You were proud. Astride, you see your first kill. Your babysitter. Can't remember her name, but you remember you didn't like her. You thought you'd play a prank, a fun little prank. And now there she lays, on the floor, all broken bones and blood. And the sight of it, it brings more than entertainment to you. Seeing her there, knowing that it was your doing, knowing that she had no idea, it brought you joy. Actual, real joy. Esther, you see your first kill. A middle-aged man in a campsite, laying face down on the ground. Go, what's left of his face after the firebolt you slammed through it. Things didn't go as planned, but there we were. The memory of the man is less important than what he carried. It caught your attention as it fluttered in the wind. Some of the paper was burnt due to the book being caught in the crossfire, but there were enough words on it. Enough words to understand the importance of the name printed on the top of the page, in beautiful letters. A name that held power, wisdom, a name that danced in front of you to the tune of destiny itself. The simple and perfect name, Esther. I need all of you to make a wisdom saving check.
Yikes.
$14.
Okay.
15.
7?
7.
You were the one that I thought would be able to resist it. Damn.
With my gunslinger, I had to put shit in wisdom because wisdom was what gives me more grip points.
Okay.
So,
Okay. You got
14.
Okay, you got 14. You got 7.
7.
Sucks. And you got
16.
What a freaking
16.
luck of the draw.
Okay,
with that.
actually, I'm
Nice.
sorry. I did mean to write this down, but I did not. Due to your connection to Draxia, and because she has not abandoned you, because of all of the chaotic nonsense that you guys have been pulling and going out of your way to cause some shit, that's why she didn't abandon you in her castle. I don't know if I should be telling you this, whatever. Go ahead and roll with advantage. So I'm sorry. It may be worse, it may be better, but go ahead and roll again with advantage.
Better. 16.
Worse.
Oh,
4.
crap. Okay, you're fucked. Better?
16.
16?
Worse.
Worse? Okay,
So
so you're still
16.
16. Okay, alright, so you two are pretty good. You're not.
Yeah.
So, Alex,
Yes.
as the sound pummels through your head as you look upon this first kill, you can feel it digging into your skull. And as you look upon your first kill, you feel this symbol, this force is trying to force you to feel guilt upon seeing the body lying there. It's trying to force this emotion into you, trying to alter your brain chemistry. You can feel it, because you're not guilty about this, but you can feel the pains kind of rising up. Upon seeing the body, upon seeing it lying there, the pain you caused him, and countless after him. And as this guilt tries to build up, you think, Fuck that. You're proud of what you've done. You're proud of the body. You're proud that of the body. But the body is gone. You can't remember his name, but worse, you can't really remember how much you got for him. For him? For who? Your second kill, you can't recall. You can't feel the memory, or you can feel the memories slipping from you, being erased. At first, you're angry, furious. But furious about what? You don't recall. You're not angry. You're just kind of numb. You're empty. You are awaiting instruction. This is from a save. Astride. You look at the hilarious situation before you, and suddenly your laughter is cut short as you can sense an alien emotion try to worm its way into your mind. Guilt. Ha! Fat chance. You push it out, but as you do, the body before you is gone. What body? You don't remember a body. You think back to your other kills. What kills? There's nothing there. Your mind is numb, your mind is as numb as your empty soul. There is nothing. You wait instruction. Esther, you look upon the body of the man in the campsite. You feel that no price was worth a man's life.
Oh.
You see more. You see more. Every crime you ever committed, every wrong you've ever done flashes before you. Each time the guilt grows and grows. What was hilarious is horrible. What was right is wrong. What brings you joy feels empty. You were wrong your whole life. Your whole life. You're flawed, broken, lost. You cannot see your hate, your maliciousness, your greed. They are beyond you. You've forgotten why you committed such terrible crimes. Who were the terrible people? Or who was the terrible person that you used to be?
Oh.
All of your lost vendettas, or all of your vendettas lost, forgotten. The faces of those that you despised, gone. You didn't despise anyone. You've only ever despised yourself.
Oh.
In this lost state, you feel that you're hopeless, that you deserve nothing but death. You wish for it as your mind is torn apart from the sound of the cymbal. In the horror of it all, you hear it, a sweet golden voice among the chaos. You are lost, my child, lost and broken, but you can be saved. You need only repent and be reborn into my guidance. Follow me, my child, to a second chance. Follow me to your forgiveness, my sweet fallen angel. Follow the one that you've been destined to meet. Follow Astride. You were waiting for that. You lose consciousness.
Hey.
All three of you awake.
We all lost consciousness.
Yes.
Oh,
all three of
okay.
you have
I
lost
thought you were
consciousness.
just...
All three of you awake, unbound by shackles. You await instruction. You await instruction. You just cannot wait to start being a good person. Not in that excitement, but you feel horrifically guilty, and you feel that you must repent for what you've done. You must follow the will of Astride. You must follow the will of his priests, and especially your king, Lord Tanagar.
Okay.
You feel most horrible for the things that you've done and the actions of your party members, which you take full responsibility for because you just feel so goddamn guilty. You're wrong. Astride is right. Everything that's fun sucks. And you need, y'all motherfuckers need Jesus right now, okay?
Wow.
Just so you know where you are mentally.
Okay.
That hit home.
You guys are just kind of zombies, essentially. You awake. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, we're good. You awake, not in shackles, sitting on a beautiful carbon wooden floor, and you can hear wind, intense wind. It sounds like there's a storm outside somewhere. And you
hear kind of shuffling, you hear voices, and you hear, "Oh, they're awake, man." And some feet down the stairs, you see Carla Lily arrive. There are bars in front of you, as you're held in some sort of little jail cell.
Are we together?
Yes, all three of you are within your jail cell, just sitting patiently. Well, sleep, you were like sleeping, but you're awake, and you're just kind of taking in your surroundings. As she opens the door, aren't you just...
Oh, she opens the door.
Oh, yeah. Aren't you just all so lovely to see? You're all still in your beautiful silk robes.
Is she armed?
Maybe she'll
She's
date
always
you
armed.
now.
What? She's
No,
always
I want to remove her head from her body.
You don't, actually. You don't want to do that. You have been essentially brainwashed. You literally are awaiting instruction. That's what re-education does to you.
Mm.
You are basically lobotomized.
Mind nuke.
It was a fucking mind nuke. That's exactly what it was. The god itself basically like bitch slapped the evil out of you. So this is where you are right now. She goes, "My goodness, it's so good to see all three of you. Look at you, so much better. I bet you can't wait to get started, can you?" Yes.
I'm just kind of like,
Well, very good. Well, stand up.
Oh, I'll stand up.
You stand up. Stand up.
Do I?
Mhm.
Okay.
You have to. I'm giving you another save in a minute.
I want to
Stand up.
fall to like my knees and like hug her waist, like I'm sorry for firing upon you.
And she reaches down. She holds you. She holds your face. I know you're.
I'm sorry for making an ice cube man. Oh my god, ice cube-sicle man.
It's all right. It's all right. You stand up. Look at you.
He was so cold.
He was.
Is he okay?
He's dead.
That's fucked.
He's dead, and it is your fault.
It's my fault.
It is.
It's my fault.
You must repent, mustn't you?
I must.
Yes, that's right. We're going to do that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes,
Praise
we
him.
are. Yes, we are. I want you and you to head right up those stairs up to the deck. Do you think you could do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna. This is like a ship, or
Yes.
okay.
Oh shit.
Go right
Okay.
ahead.
I'm
As
gonna
you
walk past
start,
her.
you realize.
Can I
you
look
are-
behind me and see if she still has my gun? I'm not gonna do anything, obviously. I just want to see.
She does. She
Okay.
does. She's looking at you. But yeah, she does. As she was talking to him and picking him up, you could see that it's still
Okay.
sitting there. You guys all start making your way up the ship. You excitedly and you
Like
two-
shove past
you
me.
two-
I was
you two
like,
kind of zombie-like. As you reach the deck of the ship, you see that the king himself is standing upon the deck, and you see a beautiful, beautiful blue sky above you, with the sound of some sort of storm somewhere in the distance. Not here though. Beautiful, beautiful sky. And as you rise up, you see King Tanagar himself. Welcome. Esther, is it correct? It is good to see you again, my child. And how are you feeling?
Terrible.
Terrible. Why?
You know why.
I do. And you two, how are you
I'm
feeling?
feeling so awful. I just can't live with myself anymore. I should cast myself right off this ship.
Are we able to answer?
Yes, but you kind of just feel empty. You feel numb. You are awaiting instruction.
Okay.
And how do you feel, my dear?
I'm awaiting instruction.
Of course you are. Of course you are. You all three have been touched by the light of Astride.
Praise
Isn't
him.
it? Yes, praise. Oh! It's never going away! I know that you have all done terrible things, and I know that you wish to repent. And you shall. I need you all to do something for me. And he wheels, and you see one of the pirates that, Carla has, takes out this big sort of camera. And he's like, "All right, sir, ready to roll?" And he goes, "Very good. All three of you stand together."
Get together.
And you do so. All three of you are standing there, and he goes,
Is he with us, or are we
he's
taking
standing next to the camera, but he goes, "Now in a moment, I want you to listen very closely to me and answer all of my questions honestly. Will you do that for me?" Very good. Go ahead.
And he comes walking over to you as the cameras roll.
My good people,
As he stares at the camera.
I give before you the work of the product of our great efforts. The terrible three have been brought down to nothing. Their evil ways left behind them, and they start their journey anew, reborn under the light of Astride himself. You would like proof, and here it is. Alex, the man who was once known as the Headhunter, killed countless before he came to Mercenary. A slaughter of innocent.
Can I work up here?
Is this live?
Probably.
Slaughter of innocence. And a collector of heads. Alex, do you feel as though you wish to kill again?
Alex, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
16 plus 3, 19.
16 plus 3, 19?
Yeah.
You're not 100%. You're not 100% back to being you.
Mm.
But you are conflicted.
I'm starting to realize what's happened.
You don't have any weapons on you.
I know.
There are armed guards.
I'm not going to do anything stupid this time.
You kind of
Scanning for him.
You don't remember everything. You don't totally remember where you are. You remember that this guy in front of you, he's
Oh,
like,
I don't even know, like, short-term memory?
no, he fucking destroyed
Holy
you. Yeah.
shit.
No, re-education that's why everyone doesn't want to do it. And when they're like, time to get re-educated, like, you forget who your family is. It's awful.
Oh,
You basically were nuked.
yeah.
You don't totally remember where you are. You don't really remember anything. You remember these two are your friends, kind of. You remember that they're cool. You remember the guy who's standing in front of you with armor. He's really cool. But you're really confused. But the biggest emotion in you right now is, God, you really, really just want to see blood. You just want to cut someone's head off again. You know? But you do feel like you should answer honestly this guy's question. Because you remember that you're supposed to answer honestly. But you really, you feel like you more so that you gotta hurt somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Can I try to lie?
Or what's your biggest motivation? Probably your character. What's
Probably
the biggest
financial gain.
Okay, so then you know what? Fuck the dead thing. You want money.
Yeah.
You really want some fucking money. Like more than anything, you want some goddamn money.
Honesty's cool, but
So
money.
he asks, do you want to kill again? And when he says that, you're probably like not 100%, but like
I
the
definitely
biggest
like
question-
it.
Well, you
Just shrug.
death and killing, you're not even 100% on. It's like, but will the killing lead to money?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
That's kind of thing. So
Pretty deep.
What?
You know?
what
Is he really thinking that hard? Like, that's pretty
Probably.
deep.
for him?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say there?
This fucking asshole. He can barely work.
Challenge the king to a duel.
He comes out of a brainwash.
Do you wish to kill again?
Can I lie right now in my state?
No, you still are. You're still a punk. In
So
that sense.
so I want to tell him that. What would I want to tell him in this situation? I'm
So
starting to
from what I've given you,
Yeah.
he says, "Would you want to kill again?" You're not like 100% opposed to it, but the way that your character is, like, you're not like a serial killer. You do
No.
everything for money and pride.
Yeah.
You do it because you like conquering things that are stronger than you, and you like collecting money. If you remember from your character's
Yeah.
things, so that's as far as you are right now. Answer his question, but with that in mind.
Do I want to kill again?
Yeah, do you have a desire to kill again? Where, like, nobody's pissing you off right now, but
Not really.
Very good.
once no, he was like, that once terrible, ruthless killer.
Oh, really? Solid evidence.
Irrefutable. What did you roll in your wisdom saving throw?
Did you want us all to roll
Did
again?
I just...
Oh, no, it was his.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And that was you. And you rolled you rolled a 19, right?
Yeah.
Irrefutable.
You, the one that they called Astride. Tell me, Astride, you killed countless people on your tirade through our lands.
Did
I? Do you wish to kill again?
Roll. Motherfucker. 9.
No. The emotion that you feel, you only if it will serve.
Do we have advantage on these though? You said we had advantage before.
That was on the initial.
Okay.
We just got nuked.
That she basically blocked you from getting completely annihilated. She stopped you from becoming Jeff right now, who's like,
just crying.
I just really need to be accepted. Like,
grab me by my coattails.
Yeah. The juice goose needs God.
Okay, let's get on track.
All right, so you only if it is the will of Astride, essentially. Like, you will do anything for Astride and for the king.
All right, ask the question.
Do you wish to kill again?
Of course not.
Very good.
Oh, Esther.
Tears are already coming down my face.
Esther, you came to our lands, a wicked man. But here you stand before me.
There you go.
Do you wish to kill again, Esther?
Oh.
3.
Yeah!
So I'm inconsolable, and
You're the same as you. Yeah.
I want to disguise myself as King Tanagar and say, I just want to be a good person. And
You
just
make yourself look like
yeah.
him. Oh, and he kind of reaches down.
It's a little weird.
Stand, Esther, stand before me. Wear your true skin.
I want to be good.
You can be good. You can be good.
Touching his face.
But not by pretending to be someone you're not.
I will be good.
Show the world the face of a redeemed killer.
That's not
Just
it.
staring at him.
Are you still dressed as him?
Yeah. I look into the camera.
Take off your guise, Esther. That is the will of Astride.
Praise him.
Very good, praise him.
His tears are just...
I want you to look at that camera, Esther. Do you see it? All of Mercenary watches you. I want you to tell them what you've told me over and over again. What do you want more than anything else?
To be a person.
To be forgiven. You hate what you've done. To repent. The will of Astride. All this, in your own way that you want to say that.
To serve Astride.
Yeah.
Very good. The re-education process can work on even the worst of criminals. My people, we are entering a new age. The world of evil shall now quake in fear. Thank you.
And he clicks off the camera. And he turns back to you.
Carla,
She's like, yes.
how long until we arrive at the Iris?
She goes, about an hour, sir.
Very good.
And he looks over, and you kind of look where he's looking, and you see this massive, swirling green storm, this hurricane down below. And down below, you're in the sky, you realize.
Holy shit.
Or an airship.
Good
You're
thing
on
I didn't
pilot
jump
ship.
off the ship.
Oh.
You see before you massive silver wings that stretch out on each side, flying with this magical kind of light. The ship can fly.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're actually technically back on the ship.
Yay! Very good. Well done.
Good. He has you all sit down patiently on a bench on the deck of the ship, just kind of staring. And as the ship's crew starts meandering around, he comes over and sits in front of all three of you again.
Well, here we are again, under much different circumstances. I wish the re-education process was perfect, but it is not. I know that truly you are somewhere in there, screaming, tearing at the walls of your own mind, trying to get out. But you never will. Evil has corrupted you too far. You cannot truly be saved. You will never truly be safe from my kingdom. So I will have to dispose of you. I'm very sorry. But you brought it upon yourselves. However, I'm so glad to see that as of right now you see reason. That you've come to our way of thinking. That you've accepted Astride into your heart, be it forcefully, yes, but you have. You have become good little girls and boys, haven't you?
And he looks over, and you hear the sound of the storm growing louder, and the ship kind of shaking a little bit. And you see the clouds that are around this beautiful blue sky is becoming darker and nastier. You see lightning in the distance.
I want you to stand.
Three of you stand.
Come with me, children of Astride.
And as he starts walking across the deck of the ship, you see the storm growing nastier and nastier.
You came to my lands as lost, horrid souls, and you lived in the grip of evil. But now here you stand, purified, cleansed. And though your minds are torn, they are clearer than they ever have been.
And you see Carla strap open part of the fence, or actually wheel out probably one of the cannons out from its slot, and you see them wheel out this huge board that they kind of slam onto the deck of the ship that extends out a little bit further.
And he goes, "Come, my children. You have made a leap of faith, but I must ask you to make one more."
As the lightning...
Where's the king in proximity to us?
The king?
Yeah.
Okay, so... let's say all three of this is you guys. Right here. Carla Lily is right here. And this is the king, standing right next to it.
Walk! Walk and be redeemed. Allow Astride's light to swallow you whole.
And the storm is now angry and just roar as it's all around. You can barely hear the king's voice. The wind is whipping. A lot of the crew are like, holy fucking shit. Carla is just standing unafraid, proud. The ship, you can hear it like vroom, but it's fine. A normal ship would have been torn apart by these winds, but it is just holding steadfast. The wings kind of still sort of correcting themselves as they fly to keep the ship straight.
Can I ask for one last request? I want to apologize to Captain Carla.
And he smiles. Do you hear that, Carla?
And she looks at you. I accept. How's that?
Not really endearing, but okay.
Well, where's your apology?
I want to kind of mumble it real low, like I'm sorry.
Then I accept.
Well, can I turn to her and walk up to her?
You begin to walk away.
No, to her,
So you start walking over to her.
I want to say I'm
the
sorry.
Winds, and she stares at you, this horrid storm, and you say, "I'm sorry."
Can I try to reach for the gun and hold her back?
Why would you reach for it in this moment?
Because I want to turn around and push the king off the steps with my gun.
But how would that get you money?
Because I know if killing him, I could take over the ship and all of its loot.
Plus, you would get her weapons, which are pretty fucking awesome.
Well, he'd get his weapon. He's reaching for his gun. behind
Yeah.
your back.
Well, I'm sure she's holding her gun.
You're gonna have to make a. Yeah, we're gonna go up against each other's dexterity. Right
Okay.
now.
21. I grabbed it.
You beat her.
All right.
And you pull the gun,
Ooh.
and you see as the gun kind of like glints and like the what's left of the light.
I want to use.
You turn around and point. You dive in front of him probably more than you push him.
And I want to use. I think it's called forceful shot. When you make a
Push-
firearm
push
attack against a creature, you can spend 1 grit point. The creature takes damage and must succeed a strength saving throw or
This
be
took
pushed
a turn.
15 feet away.
He has to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
What's the DC?
13. So let me roll the hit. 20.
A natural 20?
No.
Okay.
20. And then, so I wonder how that works. I guess I do damage and then he does strength saving throw.
You'll always do damage. It's just he makes a throw whether he gets pushed or
10,
not.
10 damage. So he has to save to get thrown 15 feet out.
Okay. He does make his saving
Oh,
throw.
man.
So you
Does that push him half? Or does it have to how does that work?
No, he just doesn't get pushed. He
Okay.
gets shot, but he doesn't get pushed.
Okay.
So you and it just slams. Oh,
Hello, baby, I love you. Now get off me. Stop, I'm DMing, stop.
Jackie
and you
upstairs.
stop.
Want me to take her upstairs?
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, that would have been sick.
All right, hold on, wait. Go up. She's gonna come right back down.
I'll close the door.
Come back down. You fire, and it goes right in the center of his armor, right in the center of the symbol of Astride, and you hear, Captain, and you feel a slam on the back of your head as the back of a pistol bashes into the back of your head, and you feel, boom, a push. I want you to make an athletics check.
Okay, like this.
I got a natural 20.
21.
Oh! Nope. And she just pushes you over the railing, and you still holding a gun in your hand are like, fuck, and you're just free falling and into a storm. And the king looks at his chest, and he looks at you.
Does it at least scratch his armor?
Yes. Oh yeah. The bullet is.
That's all.
The bullet is
Just
embedded
to
into the
know.
armor,
Just to know
and he.
that I came that close. I could have fucking blown his head off the
king looks at you.
ship.
Whoa.
Can I make another wisdom saving throw?
Yes, you may.
Would I want to save Alex, even though he's a bad person?
You walk. You begin to walk
Failed the shot.
across the plank, and you see her go, and you know that she's going into the light of Astride, and
Okay.
everything is okay, and she's going to be saved.
Is he like hallucinating? The storm is like light.
No, it's a storm, but
Wow.
but everything is okay if it's
Yeah.
the will of Astride. So you go walking, and you're like, yeah, this is fine, and you just following the instructions of someone else. Someone else is telling you what to do, and you fucking did it. Inside of your mind, somewhere in the empty space that used to be Astride's mind, Astride is screaming as you. And Tanagar looks to you, puts his hand over your shoulder. Esther. Stand on either side of your shoulders. It is time, my son. Are you ready?
Do I roll against that, or am I still screwed?
Not right now. You will as he tells you. Udi asks, are you ready?
Very well.
Puts his hand on your cheek. Then go now, my poor fallen angel. Go to the will of Astride. And you turn and go ahead.
No, 4.
Kill me! So you go walking, knowing that this is where your salvation rests, and you into this huge, swirling, horrific vortex of green clouds and green lightning. You've heard of this before. This is a radiation storm. The green iris? Well, actually, no. You're not going to fucking remember anything because you're dumb all. You're all dumb, so never mind. You go soaring into this horrific storm and sucked into its monstrous winds.
It's any consolation. I'm resistant to radiant damage.
This is radiation, not radiance.
Oh.
Yeah, radiance is all the shit. Wait, you're resistant to that?
I know. I
Oh,
forgot.
buddy!
I know.
You probably could have survived half as long in that fight, and the fight would have
Also-
just been longer. Isn't that what everybody wants?
Her people probably should have died because they took damage the first time you let off the beam, but not the other times.
Did they, or did they...
The Kraken killed us. Should have gotten them.
The Kraken?
It's too late for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, look, guys, I'm new to this shit, too, so...
Yeah.
You know,
I'm just butthurt.
I don't care if I make a mistake. That's the other thing.
We're all just a little butthurt.
No, I'm kind of happy with the way I'm going.
You at least... I don't know. Of all, I expected you, because willpower is where you get your magic.
I don't have
a
wisdom,
fucking
though.
plus
Oh,
6.
I thought it was wisdom.
To
Gunslingers-
Is intelligence what you get it
I
from?
think so.
Gunslingers use dexterity and wisdom.
And me, I have charisma and
I
constitution.
have a
too.
huge boost to wisdom. I'm just rolling like
You're
shit.
rolling. You're both also rolling
Yeah.
shit. Like you've also. I don't even think if you had a high level.
I haven't broke
roll.
10.
But that's okay. That's
Yeah,
that's
it is
how
what it
that's
is.
how it's happening. But on the wherever your actual people are on the inside, like just remember, again, people just told you what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you did it. And as you fall into this storm, you're all in this storm. The winds swing you around, whipping you, thrashing you, tearing the robes all apart. The lightning is ripping all over the place. This is a horrific, violent, awful storm. There is no way to survive this storm. You would probably still have at least memories of some of the world that you've heard of. This is the green iris.
Mhm.
Because you two got emptied. You didn't. You just got your alignment changed, essentially. You're now like lawful good and a crybaby. Guilty. You're a guilty lawful good. No one survives the green iris. No one ever goes through it. No one ever comes back. It's a storm that's in the middle of the mall,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been going on for countless ages. Since history has began, the green iris has been there. So since people started writing in books, the green iris has been there. And it will never stop, and it will never die. And it is a horrible storm that kills everything. You know that you're dead, but it is the will of Astride. You know that your friends are dead, but it is the will of Astride. And as you go tumbling into this storm, you know that you will come out, and you will, as your eyes close tight at the thundering horror, but you know that when you open them again, you will see the loving, beloved face of your new, forgiving, and loving God. And as you open your eyes, you see within the green of the storm, like the winds kind of part, and you see the face of Draxia, and she just and comes roaring out of the clouds, swallowing you. You are horrified at this because of you do a lot as you get eaten. You two just kind of blank see. She comes soaring down in nothing but made of the clouds, the radiation clouds. And you're just like, cool. And she eats you. You maybe like shoot at it and then get eaten. I don't know. And you wake up. Sand beneath your feet. Sky above you. But in the distance, a massive radiation storm surrounding you. You are in the eye of the storm, on an island, in the middle of a ever-raging storm in the middle of the sea. But it looks like a pretty decent island. And all three of you wake up there. Still in your current state. All three of you wake up right next to each other. Little sticks in the sand form the symbol of Draxia. What would you like to do?
I want to take off this freaking
I
dress.
panic and kick
You're
the
not
sticks.
100% back to yourself, you know. You don't remember who you
I don't
were.
remember.
You don't remember anything, but I would say your personality is still kind of back, but you just don't remember who you are. So you're just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I want to panic and break the sticks away.
Ah!
I know we're supposed to protect each other, but you're awful people. And how are we going to get out of this? And where's my salvation?
Are there trees? I want to start looking
Yes.
for trees.
There's a
that can
whole
shelter.
island before
Okay.
you.
Oh,
yes.
how,
Am I
I
still
mean,
waiting
How
for
big are these
orders?
sticks?
The sticks are all sticks.
Oh.
Yeah. What?
you say Eye of the Storm, like the whole island, or like
The whole island is within the Eye of the Storm. The Eye of the Storm is
Okay.
massive. The
I was
storm
thinking we're
itself is
talking
massive.
like Eye of the Storm is this room bullshit, but no. So
No,
we
no, no.
have
It's a big fucking island.
Okay.
An Eye of the Storm is a calm. In the
I know,
middle
I
of
know.
Think
yeah.
like
disaster.
at the beginning of Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's the whole.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking realistic at first.
I want to make for the tree line and like break off a nice big side stick.
So this guy just starts
Kinda
going
like
through the
just-
tree line.
Am I
Panicking.
still waiting for orders?
Roll again when you guys got swallowed. Actually,
Me too.
no, not you.
Uh,
Yes, you.
20.
15.
Oh shit!
20.
Yes.
You're good. You were in the same boat he is.
Okay.
You remember nothing.
Okay.
You don't really feel anything in particular, but you're back to kind of being yourself, but you don't have any memories of anything. You just are like, you're just not waiting for someone to tell you what to do like a fucking,
Okay.
yeah, like an automaton. What did you roll?
15.
A 15? Sorry. Still the same. So, praise Astride. Praise him. So you run over, you find like a nice big stick, pretty solid. What would you like to do? You awaken on this beach, no memory of who you are, where you are, how you got here.
I want to look around. I want to look across
You
the
do.
water.
I'm sorry. You do remember everything that just happened.
Okay, good.
You remember the king. You
Okay.
remember what he did.
Oh, I still got the gun too.
You still have the gun.
Nice.
You remember everything that happened.
My
That those
God.
people made you walk off of a fucking boat in the sky, and they made you like be punks.
How would that make
He
him
did-
feel? Oh, he's for. Okay, never mind.
I'm kind
Him?
of
The will and
No,
Right.
he's upset that his god didn't show up and that he got swallowed by a demon cloud. He's kind of pissed off. Yeah, but at the same time,
remember that.
you are like crazy like
Oh, yeah.
into your religion right now. Like you're pretty hardcore.
But wouldn't that make you think like they sent you into this for Astride and Draxia showed up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, evils work that way. They're pretty terrible.
Well, it would
What
make
if-
me think, that maybe
But
they're
When I
worshiping.
closed
the
my
wrong
eyes,
Or maybe
when I opened my eyes, I was going to see the savior, the face of
That-
the savior.
that's what that was for, and he failed it though. So you know what I mean? Like he's still 100%. He's drinking that Kool-Aid
Okay.
hardcore. So what would you like to do?
Are we up in the air still?
Nope, you're on a beach. You're on an island. You fell.
I didn't.
Draxia
Okay.
saved you from dying and put you on the island.
Okay.
Now here you are on this island. You don't know what the fuck that was though. You don't know that was Draxia. You just got swallowed by a giant demon cloud.
Okay. From where we are, can I see anything else, or is it just water?
It is water going out around the island, probably like about half a mile out is the storm's edge, where it's like, it looks almost like a clean cut. Like the storm is like, it stops there.
Oh, so you just see the storm then?
Yeah, well, you don't
Okay.
see shit outside of that. The storm is surrounding this whole island, and it is just as terrifying as it was before. And you see him and him. He ran over and he's getting sticks. He has a stick and a gun.
I kept
He's got cooler shit than you. This guy has nothing.
I just wanna
I
let
don't
out-
need weapons. I remember that, right? Like I don't need weapons.
Yeah.
Okay,
you-
and I don't
you
care
know all
about
your
his fucking
spells,
sticks.
I just
Okay.
want to lay back in the sand, look at the storm, and wait to die.
Oh, okay.
I want to start burying him.
So you come over and start. You just let her because it'll kill you faster. So you just start burying him as he's. You,
I
as
have
you
to-
go over, I want you to roll for perception.
12. Where's the perception?
Would this be a passive thing,
Oh, passive in perception.
or is
Is
he
my-
just specific?
If your passive perception is
13.
above,
It's 13.
was it above your roll?
Yeah.
All right, then yeah, so 13. All right, so you notice as you break
Oh
the
wait,
stick,
but I can add +3, right? So that would be
Yeah.
15.
you get it.
Okay.
So if you
I
rolled
know.
low is what this was for.
I
So-
see.
But you break off a stick and you're like, thunk, thunk, like that'll do, and you're like, all right, as your instincts are kind
I
of
want to
kicking
use
in.
the other thing as a loincloth. The dress as a loincloth.
You kind of have. Oh, I
Yeah,
see. You
yeah.
ripped it off of your
Yeah.
chest, and you're just gonna like.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're like tying it off. As you tie it off, you see, and a dart goes into your arm.
Well, fuck.
And you. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You rolled high perception. So
Okay.
as you do it, you hear, and you look, and you see this tiny, horrible fish man.
Oh.
And he goes and spits a dart at you. I want you to roll dexterity.
Oh, fuck. 1. No.
No. So you go, and it goes into your arm. You're like, what? And your arm goes numb.
Can I try to pull my gun and shoot him?
Shoot it, yeah. Now you guys notice.
22.
22?
Yeah.
So you, and its whole head explodes, and you hear, and another one goes into your other. Dexterity to get out of the way for that one.
Fuck, I'm re-rolling. Where the fuck did it go? Dexterity. What is that? Acrobat. Oh, just a dex plus. +5. Oh, that's a saving throw, I mean. Oh, yeah, +5. 17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay, so. And you dodge that one.
I want to shoot him.
You can't. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You can't see where it came from, so roll again just to hit and see if it does.
20.
Oh!
You, and you're like, I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw right now.
A Constitution 9.
9. Okay, so you feel, and 3 more go in, and you're like, you're not unconscious. Your arms are completely dead.
I'm gonna start running towards my friends.
So you turn around and start running back towards your friends, and you guys saw him shooting at the woods. His arms go limp, and he comes running back with darts in his arms.
Ventura.
That's exactly what I wanted. And and his arms are like slamming into his chest, and you see chasing him are these little horrible fish people named Huatao, I believe. And if I could just look up what they look like, I think you guys are.
I think I can picture
Are they
them.
Murlocs?
They're kind of
Murlocs.
Kukao to probably be. So, there you go.
Yeah.
They're a little bit lamer looking than Murlocs.
Yeah,
So
that's
these are
exactly what I
chasing you
pictured.
with a bunch of like sticks, and they're throwing rocks. A rock hits you in the back of the head. You see, and
What
some, like,
language
little
are they
darts.
speaking?
I don't fucking know what language is. I don't know. The wet people language?
Wet
I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say goblin. I'm like, and then you're like fishman. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I would assume it's some sort of aquatic thing. I think it's a different language.
Literal.
I don't have my tablet with me, so I can't do the monster manual thing. But they're like, and they're chasing him, and he's like, ah! And he's just going to run back.
I'm just like half covered in sand.
So yeah, your arms are kind of, but you're looking, you don't care. Hopefully they'll
My God, didn't kill me.
I've been
Can I-
forsaken.
Can I firebolt at the closest one?
Sure. Do you have to roll to hit?
Make
Go-
a range
yeah, go
spell
ahead.
attack.
Yeah, that's rolling to hit.
Just give me 2 seconds. I have to find where it is. Okay. $17.
Yeah, that'll do it. So you, the woman on the beach kind of tilts her head and boom, you remember from the guy saying her name is Astride, and you see boom, fire blast from her hands, and one of the ones going, and he has a net in his hand, and he's like, and he's trying to hit you with, like, get you with the net, and you're like, stop it! And you see his head just
I just want to start
explode.
screaming.
Oh, I don't have to roll for it? I just kill him?
Yeah, no. What's like the lowest it can do? Dude, this is don't worry.
Okay,
This
okay.
is like how we used to play D&D.
Yeah.
So his head just explodes, and some of the other ones go ah, and they kind of like scatter. You can see more coming from another part of the like jungly woods, and they start getting like closer and closer until there's like a whole shit ton of them. Like there's probably like 50 of them, like all surrounding now. As you guys are sort of, you're just. Are you
Can I
still
tell her-
just-
I mean, I can
Me.
keep using it.
Can
I
I
don't
tell
know.
her to take them out of my
How it
arms?
feels about this.
I guess, yeah,
Yeah.
just what?
Can I tell her to take these out of my arms?
I'll take them out.
So
But
you're
I-
taking them out of your arms, you feel nothing. Your arms are
I'll keep casting it. It's a cantrip,
So
so
you
I'll
just
just keep doing it.
boom, boom, as you kind of have him behind you, as you're just firing off blasts, and they are like, fuck, and you see some of them have like bark for shields, and you blast right through it like a clean hole, and just as they fall, and you hear, enough! And they all like, and they all start like, and they kind of move aside, and you see standing in this line in between them You, Jeff, notice as you kind of lazily look over, you see what appears to be a tall, naked, but without genitals,
Squidward.
and massive angel wings. This beautiful man, a humanoid figure with golden hair and bright white eyes.
Only Jeff sees this?
No, all three of them.
Oh, okay.
But he stands there, but this is like an angel-looking person. And he looks to you and goes, "Enough of this! Get back to your homes." And they're like, "Ah!" And they kind of like bow, and he goes, "Yes, that is good. We will eat berries later. Go." And they're like, "No." And he looks, "Oh. Well, this is curious. Where did you three come from?" No explanation?
I want to look at Jeff.
We still have half an hour, so
No,
You know.
we're fine. I want to look at.
get to the dialogue.
Like, you
You.
say something.
Why are you buried in the sand?
My God forsaken me.
Did he? I'm so terribly sorry. My God forsaken me as well. What a funny coincidence. Come,
Why are
out
you
of that
naked?
sand. What?
Why are you naked?
This is how I've always been.
Who are you?
That wasn't a serious. That's not important.
I am Tannius.
Does he have goat legs?
Mr. Tumnus.
Why would he have goat
I
legs?
don't ask me.
'Cause I am
That's
Mr.
how I
Tumnus.
think.
I am Tannius, and I was once a soldier of Astride's.
Praise him.
No, I will not. You know of Astride.
He might let us down, but he loves us.
My poor boy. Get out of that sand. And he reaches in. Do you accept his hand?
Yes.
As you stand up, doe-eyed, looking at him. Oh my. You have been re-educated, have you not?
I think so.
Yes. He did the same to me. I was in the same boat as you.
Literally or figuratively?
Well, I was never in a real boat.
Okay.
Were you in a boat?
Yeah.
Oh my.
A sky boat.
A sky boat?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get here?
That sounds neat. Did it scream?
The storm did.
It shot us.
What storm?
I just looked around us.
There's a massive storm
Yeah.
around you. Oh!
What berries have you been eating from this island?
All kinds.
Yeah, just point to those and we know not to eat them.
Okie dokie. They're good.
Do I feel my arms yet?
Nope.
Can't really go hunting like this.
that was
Do you
the
have a cure for this?
that was what the Constitution saving throw was for, is if you could just like brush off the poison, but fuck.
Who are those fish people? And why? How could you control them?
Oh, they praise me as their god. Isn't that neat?
Can you tell them not to try to attack us?
I just did.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember a couple minutes ago?
Yeah.
You remember?
Is that a everlasting order?
As long as I deem you safe, they will not attack. And
Okay.
he looks over and you see all of them like peeking around trees. He goes, eat! And they're like, and they go back.
Can they bring us
and then one
food
pops back
and
up.
shelter?
Sure! Do you need that?
Yes.
Very well. Follow me. Why do you look like someone took a poop in your potato salad? Come along. And he turns around and you see him walking
I'm gonna follow him.
towards the woods. Do you follow him?
Yeah.
Sure.
So you're just like, what the fuck ever? Fuck this shit. You start following.
Maybe he's an unwilling servant of Airstride.
There's no such thing
You
as
do.
airstrike.
Start
You do
with
know
you.
this. Darts.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear what I said?
No.
I did.
There's a dart and a dart blower on the ground, and you're a
Okay.
mischievous ass. So if you wanted to, yeah. So come along. and you guys start entering the jungle. You walk for about 2 hours, and around you are those like horrible fish people. You see these along the walls, these weird little like totems, and you can tell that they're like crudely made, but they're supposed to look like this man. You can tell like little yellow like weeds were kind of put on and like these like little wings sort of.
I'm picturing Owen Wilson now.
They
I want you to know that.
That's so much better, and I want him to look like Owen Wilson.
Okay.
Oh wow! Okay,
No,
that's how he's gonna
Jesus.
talk now. Oh, come on, guys! And so he starts making, and he reached this camp.
Are we in hell?
You were able, and you reach this camp, and it's pretty crude and shitty. And all of the little fish people, you can tell where their tents are because their tents are only about as tall as this. And there is a like a throne sort of made out of like a bunch of sticks and rocks. And he goes walking. The angel goes walking up it and sits upon it. He goes, "Well, here you are. Is there anything I can do for you?"
Do you have food?
And you notice that above you, there's a lot of like weird shit all over the place. There are like baskets of like fruit and stuff,
I just want to start
and
eating
coconuts.
into them.
And there are big nets in the trees,
Hmm.
just big nets. And you see, there's actually nets like in a lot of different areas. These creatures, a lot of them use nets and spears and stuff, but there's nets in the trees. So there's food right there that you can
Do
totally.
they have meat?
What's that? What's meat?
Things that come from animals that you cook?
Oh, like you eat flesh?
How
Yeah,
long have
flesh.
you been here?
That's pretty
for?
scary. You just like eat the flesh of another thing.
You can cook it if
Do you
want.
guys do that? And he speaks, and one goes, and he goes, "Oh wow, oh sure, we have flesh. Go ahead and get him some flesh." And he goes, and he runs over, and he comes back with like rodents, like a bunch of like rats.
Are they cooked?
Nope. And he takes it and goes, and just starts eating it.
I guess I'll eat it too.
What were you saying? Make a Constitution saving throw. What?
How long have you been here for?
Natural 20.
You're fucking solid. You're whatever.
God, this is great.
Get the recipe. Are we in hell?
Whew. Well, probably close to about, I would say, 200 years.
Have you
Yeah,
ever tried to leave?
I thought about it at first. When first I fell, I didn't have my wings. Astride took them from me. And, well,
I'm like struggling not to say praise them just because I'm so out of it.
feel free to do as you please. But thanks to these little guys, and you see, and they're like, one of them's like chewing on a rock, and he goes, "I was able to get my wings back."
So you're
Isn't that just incredible?
What does that mean? You grew him back?
Yeah, but see, the Kuatoa, they invent their own gods. And when I came here, I was like, man, this sucks. Everything sucks. I don't have wings anymore. I'm like a mortal. But because they saw me fall, and they saw me arrive, and, well, I was still pretty strong and fast and what have you, they praised me as their god. And over time, I was able to get some of my angelic abilities back. I'm nowhere near a god, but I'm back to what I was because of them.
Can you get us off this island?
Oh, no way. See that thing? And he points to the storm.
Mm-hmm.
That'll just like kill you so much.
What
Like
about
the
a
most.
boat? A raft?
Sure, you can make that, and then it'll kill you the most.
Are we the first people you've seen in over 200 years? Or do other people fall?
Nobody else has ever fallen here.
fallen angel. I'm just kind
Make a
of.
wisdom saving throw.
Do I know this person's name from reading that book? I didn't see it
13.
in there. Okay.
What?
13.
No, sorry. No fucking way.
Okay.
Have you ever heard anything about him? Now I spelled it.
Tanius.
Yeah. It's Tannias.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Tannias.
Are there any other living creatures on this island?
Just us. But I may not be able to get you home, but I can do something for you.
Where was your last teleporter?
It's before we went into the water where it's in those tunnels.
But
You
it's
are
been days.
definitely
Yeah.
A,
I don't
you're too
remember.
far out. B, no magic can penetrate a radiation storm.
Oh.
The link would be cut, and you would pop out literally in the water right next to the radiation storm, and it would drown you.
That sucks.
That's why no one can ever get out of here. But I can do something for you. I told you that I knew what happened to you. You've been re-educated. That's why you can't remember. Your noodle's empty. But I can refill your noodle, dog.
Please don't fill my noodle.
I'll fill your noodle so good.
Alright, fill my noodle.
Were you re-educated?
Yes.
Do you know why?
Yes. I used to be... For Astride, I was a holder of... Please don't say that anymore. It really bums me out, man.
Okay.
Before I was re-educated, I was Astride's holder of tomes and knowledge. All of my tomes were burned, and he tore the knowledge from my mind. It's just something he can do. Isn't that, like, the worst?
But why?
Well, it's all still a little bit fuzzy, but what I was able to get back was that me and him disagreed. He started to go in a different direction.
You knew him personally?
Astride? Yes, I was one of his angels. I was part of his court. We're sort of like a clique, like a platoon or something.
Can
He
you
was
give
like
me
the
my
sergeant.
mind back?
What?
Can you give me my mind back?
He wants his noodle
Sure.
back.
You want me to fill your noodle, dog?
Yeah, please fill my noodle, dog.
So dope. It's not how he speaks, but I mean that's how the angel speaks. That's not how what's his face speaks.
Owen
The guy with the
Wilson.
fucked up nose. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay.
Do you want it done
Smile.
now or later?
Now.
All right, just give me a minute. And he reaches over into this big basket, the only basket that he has next to him, and the only thing that he seems to like protect is a big basket of berries. He reaches in, he takes a big handful and just. Oh shit! And you see him eyes are super glazed over, and he goes, "Hold on, I'm not feeling it really." And he takes it and he smashes it into a line and just. Okay, ready to roll! And he starts going over to you, and his wings kind of spread out, and he grabs his hands with your hands. Do you let him?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we get.
If this fails, it looks like I got berries to eat.
Oh my
It's actually pretty good.
I didn't expect Angel Owen Wilson to be doing a line.
So, you and you remember who you are. You remember what the fuck you're doing here. You remember who those pieces of shit up on that ship were. Carla was pretty hot, but goddamn her, she took your fucking gun. Good thing you got that shit back. But fuck her. She destroyed you in a duel, whooped your ass up and down,
Okay, that's a little
beat
far.
you silly,
Not really.
beat your ass.
Debatable.
Everyone saw it. Everyone talks about
There's like
it.
a small group of
Everyone
sailors.
took pictures of you. Your like ass was in the air and your
That's-
face was on the ground. It was terrible.
Obviously, I slipped.
So, and then after all that, they fucking make you stand there and be a punk on TV. And then
Wasn't
she
that much
throws
of a
you
punk.
overboard into this shit, and you remember everything. And at the same time, you remember all this. You remember all your kills. All of your memory comes back to you. You are 100% who you are. Okay. Then he keeps going, and he keeps hitting you with his magic because he's not totally sure. You really need to take a shit, and you're gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can get over there in a minute.
Okay.
In a minute. Other than that, is your hair your hair is shaved, right?
Yeah.
Your hair starts growing wildly, and your eyes and your pupils get like wide.
Just an afro, just
Boom. Yes, and and you're like, ah! And you just start screaming because he lets go of you. Make a dexterity saving throw to get to the woods fast enough.
14
You
plus 5,
make
19.
it, so you go running into take your pants off and take the quickest, gnarliest shit. And while you're doing it, you're like, ah! And you look over, and there's one of the fish people picking berries off of a thing and just like, watching you, and he offers you a berry while you're
God damn.
God, it reminds me of when we drove home from
Yeah.
container docks.
Wow. All right, who's next?
Guys, do it!
You do it. You?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's actually.
God, this guy's gonna overdose and you're not gonna ever get your memory back.
Oh boy! Oh God! Come here, you! He grabs you. Let's see what we get. Not a great roll.
For who?
Yeah.
What are you rolling for right now? Can I just, or is that just
The random effects that he does.
Oh,
When he
what was my random effect? Shitting?
shitting yourself
In my
and,
head.
and rapid hair growth? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I threw in the screaming just for fun.
That was hilarious.
Because you started shitting. So he and you feel and you remember everything. You remember
My name is
those-
Alice, and I
those-
remember
yeah.
everything.
You remember the fucks and what they did to you and everyone you've ever loved. You remember being cast away. You remember that this is not your home. You remember your whole journey leading up to now. You remember what they fucking did to you on that ship in that metal room. You remember what the king did to you, how they made you grovel. Someone made you fucking grovel and cry at their feet, and it was that fucking king before you.
Yes, it was.
A man who has all the power over you and grinded it into your face, put a camera in front of you and made you his bitch. No. You remember all of that.
Good.
You feel the vengeance swelling up inside you. You look, and your skin is purple.
Okay.
Because he's not stopping.
What's
It's not,
your
not
normal
black.
skin
It's,
color?
it's like a bright, like grimace purple.
Oh, nice.
And you're like, wait, hold on, that's not normal. And you feel, you're not wearing any shoes, right?
No.
Okay. You can feel your feet feel different, and you look down and you have giant, ugly, like webbed fish people feet, like the fish people that are wandering around you.
Good.
And
You can
look,
swim.
And you look at them, and one of them goes, ah, and gives you a thumbs up. And you are now essentially high, like tripping balls on hallucinogens, as the world around you starts to kind of wibble, wobble, and be a little melty. And he lets go, and he goes, "You're good to go."
Whoa! Thank you, and then just like immediately like go onto my side and just like thankful that I'm back, but furious. I'm just trying to ride out the.
Just with your purple skin and webbed feet.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Your turn.
Are you ready to go?
I want to look at like the doorway, and then I want to look at him. Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. You want some of this?
Why?
Oh, woo! Hold on. And he takes one of them and goes, Where are you? Come here. And he grabs your head and just, and you see his eyes, like all the purple juices kind of squirming out of his eyes. He's like, grabbing into your brain.
Thank God for magic.
I fucking hate magic.
Okay. You remember it all. It always gives you remember all. You remember every fucking bit of it. Your life comes back, whatever. Your memories come back, whatever. Everything's fine, whatever. But you fucking remember when they turned you into their butler. Their fucking pet. You did everything that they said. You did everything that they said. You walked off of a plank into a storm just because they said to. That fucking king. And his stupid fucking face.
Yeah.
So close to killing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you. Yeah. Carla's one thing, but that
Only
fucking
rolls
king.
low.
You're not
Push
gonna,
them off.
probably not gonna forget that anytime soon.
No.
And you're like, and you are trying to fucking deal with it and handle it. And you feel like you really have to shit your pants, and you're gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Did I got the same roll?
You didn't get the same everything as him. It was like some of them overlap.
A
Right?
range.
What?
It was like a range.
It's a range, yeah, but some of them like meet each other. You really have to shit your pants. What color is your hair?
Probably black.
Your hair is black. Your hair turns
think.
like a bright white. Like your hair all like whitens, which is still like pretty cool, I guess. And you
Is that permanent?
none of this is permanent.
Okay.
None of this is permanent.
I was coming to terms with it, and I'm like,
No. Where are the scars of your? What the fuck?
is that Grimace?
Is this my scars? Is that? And well, I guess because you have a tail. Let's do it with your tail. I was gonna do it with something else. The end of your tail, the like skin starts to grow things out of it, and you look behind you, and there is just a bunch of flowers that has grown out of the end of your tail. It's like a bouquet of flowers
Okay.
that are just kind of, and you shake them off, and they grow back.
Okay.
Perpetual flowers, and the fish things are like, ah! And they fucking love it, and they're just playing in the flowers that you've gotten rid of, and
I just want to
keeps
keep
coming
doing it.
back. So you're just spreading flowers all over the place in your fury and in your anger, and they're and they're starting to dance around you, eating the flowers viciously.
Oh my god.
Do I roll?
For what? Oh, right, dexterity.
No, I mean,
yeah,
for
you have
what?
to shit your
I
pants.
mean, I'm fine.
Do it, dexterity, or you're gonna shit yourself.
Natural 20.
You could.
That's what we roll natural 20s on.
Yeah.
Not shitting our pants.
You.
I rolled a 22.
And you go running, running over to the woods. Fucking let rip, man.
Right next to me.
Right next to Alex. He has stopped screaming, but his hair is still very big, and he's still shitting. So you're like, oh boy, I'm gonna
I'm
be here
just
for a
tripping
while.
balls in the
And
middle of
the
clearing.
angel sits back and goes, oh boy, man, that sure was fun, huh? Hey, that sure was fun, huh? They're busy. Hey, what's up down there? What you looking at, bud?
I'm alright.
Big guy? Okay. Get him a blanket, would you? And one of the creatures throws a net on you
Thank you.
as you stare at the sand.
Silently.
So I'm going to say
furious.
about like 2 hours pass or whatever, and all of your shit is better. You're no longer have webbed feet. The flowers have stopped growing. You've probably shaved your hair off, and unless you want to keep your afro, and you've all stopped shitting. So, and you're not tripping balls anymore.
Oh boy.
And all of you sit around like a table as they're sort of bringing out food. These creatures follow his commands, so he's like, make them comfortable. And yeah, you all sit there. Oh, actually, I would say you like had a dinner or whatever. It's probably getting late at this point. Probably getting closer to like nighttime. You're all pretty fucking exhausted because we're also getting a little late here. And he goes, well, okay, so some sleeping arrangements have been made for you. You can sleep in the nets. These nets that we set up right here close to us could be like hammocks. Just don't go in the canopy nets because those are really important. And other than that, there's a lot of sand you can sleep on, and maybe sometimes leaves or
What's
whatever you
important
want.
about the canopy nuts?
those.
Yeah.
Well, they catch the light, So you know how the sun is out,
Yeah.
right? Well, my idea is, if the sun, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but the sun goes up and then it comes back down. And if we can get those nets high enough, we might be actually able to catch the light and have it.
Okay.
That's my idea anyway.
I follow it.
What's his name, Tanius?
Yep, you bet. Holder of knowledge and tomes.
Tomes.
Dude,
How do you feel about Astride?
I think he's the fucking worst. He really destroyed my life. I used to really be something, and when he re-educated me, coming back, as you guys can see, it's not a very pleasant experience. And well, so much time on this island, and I'm not who I used to be.
I want to put my hand on her shoulder, and I want. How would you like to be?
Karate.
How would you like to be something again?
I mean, I'm like a god of fish people right now, which is pretty dope.
What about
Don't
God
you
of
Right,
want-
Jeremy? And he goes, ah! And he high fives him.
Christ. How would you like revenge?
Whoa.
What if I told you our whole mission was against Astride? And that's why we're here. Seems like a sign, doesn't it?
You did survive the fall, which doesn't make any sense.
We had to
'Cause
help.
You're not angels. You did? Something helped you? Oh man, who did that?
Jiraxia.
Sober. What did you say?
Jiraxia.
Suddenly it gets a little colder. Is she here right now?
Not currently.
You all work for Draxia? That's cool. That's cool. Oh, golly. Well, I mean, I'm 100% cool with, raging against Astride. I kind of, I don't have any other choice, and I really don't like him. He's a super asshole. But I don't want to be eaten alive by a goddess of chaos and destruction. And from Pray Tell What I've heard, Draxia sure does love to eat angels. And that would be just the shittiest.
Well, I assure you, if you give us a second chance and help us get out of here, that she will not eat you alive. And in fact, she might actually reward you.
You could be an angel of Draxia.
Look, I hate Astride, but I'm not down with causing lots of chaos and destruction to just random innocent people.
Just help
not-
us, that's all we need.
Not just innocent people, specific people. People who put you here, essentially.
You mean Astride put me here,
Yes.
so just him.
We're going up the chain.
Oh, okay. So, like, no innocent people would get hurt?
Not from you.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything.
Persuasion with advantage.
Please.
Do you have anything to say, or are
What
you
the
just
fuck?
Wow, I rolled two
This is
threes.
watching from
Oh, 19.
Plus,
I rolled 2 3s.
like... Well, you don't roll. She does with advantage.
Oh, I thought we both rolled.
She
Okay.
rolls with advantage, so you can always roll again
20,
too.
21, 22, 23, or
Oh, yeah, you're the charisma.
23.
piece. That does sound pretty rad. Well, what would you need me to do? I mean, I can do some cool stuff. And he raises his hand, and out of pure light, a sword just appears in his hand. Like, I can fight and do neat things.
We'll have to think about it, but just knowing that we're cooperating and working for the greater good,
the
The greater good.
The greater good.
then I think
Yeah.
we'll be
Definitely not, though, if you're working for Draxia. The greater good's here.
okay. Not a greater good.
Draxia's over here.
mission
in
that's
the
bigger than
basement,
us.
Dug a tunnel underground, kind of. That's where she's at. But I'm still cool with meeting somewhere in the middle.
We're gonna
The
kill
middle.
Airstride.
Somewhere in the middle is where we excel.
I feel like that's our end goal.
You want to kill Astride himself.
I almost killed the king.
Did you?
Lodged a
wow.
bullet right center mass.
Oh, so he died.
This close from
So he
getting
died.
thrown from the ship.
So you shot him and he's dead? That's awesome.
No.
Well, that's one step closer. King's dead?
King Tanagar's not dead.
Oh, well, then I guess you got that to deal with. I don't get a lot of news here, so I don't even know who that is.
The first, the
Oh,
first,
200 years ago. Okay.
yeah, 200. The first step would be to be getting off.
Wait,
this island.
George Tanagar?
Yes.
The farmer?
Yeah, he's
He's
a
not
king
a
now.
farmer anymore.
Shit, he's still alive?
They all are.
You know, Captain Carla Lilly.
No. But I know George. That's when me and We can talk about this later. But listen, if you guys need help, the first step is getting you off this island
Yeah,
and getting you back out there,
yeah,
up on your feet,
yeah.
running and moving,
Mm-hmm.
kicking some booty and taking names.
Do you spawn
That's what we want.
gold?
And I spawn gold?
Yeah.
Sure. What do you got? I'll turn it into gold. Give me that. And he starts reaching for your gun.
I wanna
You
slap
make
his hand
a
away.
dexterity saving. Actually, good. Just do the dexterity against mine.
16.
Okay, you did. So he goes, give me that. Ow.
Give me that.
And you slap his hand.
I want to give him this big stick.
All right, ready? And
This is the violent screaming is always hilarious to me. Alex's reactions. Various NPCs.
it, so he goes, and you see it like, and it glows with like an intense light. And as the light fades, you see that it's just a stick. It hasn't turned gold, but there's something up at the top of it, like a growth that wasn't there before. And he goes, I mean, is that it?
Gold. Solid gold.
And as you go gold, the growth like, and you see eyes like you woke it up, and it just goes.
Okay, you
and
gotta
it starts
kill it.
singing. He goes, oh wow, here you go. Gives it to you. That's your new baby now. You have to take care of it.
No,
He's
I give it to
trying to
this
talk
bitch,
loud. You gave it to the Kota?
Yeah.
He grabs it. And he runs into the woods and a pack of
Look, it found its own family.
Oh man, he's gonna turn that into a god. Alright, cool, man.
That's
Well-
a god, but we're not gods.
No, you're like people. So the first thing we gotta do is get you off this island. And we're gonna wrap up in a minute. But before we get to that,
Metagaming angel.
but before we get to that, let me tell you about this super foreshadowing thing. On this island, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Deep beneath it, there's some shit happening. I don't like going down there because it will kill the fuck out of me. Because technically, I'm like a good guy, and I have a lot of radiant energy in me, and I'm more like not infernal and abyssal. But there's something definitely abyssal down there. So, you guys are pretty horrible, right? I can sort of sense it. You've done a lot of terrible
Yeah,
things.
would it release the fury of them all?
No, the Fury of the Mall is good and proper around here. There's nothing, but down there's something more powerful than me, and you might be able to get off of this island with its
Oh,
help.
we should go
There's
there.
stop one of getting our vengeance,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yep.
Do you want to come with us?
Let me tell you something right now. Absolutely not.
Well,
I don't want to go down there ever in my life.
Do you want to get off the island though?
I mean,
Live your own life. Start your own life somewhere.
my life is pretty sweet here. I got my berries. I got my Kuatoa.
Yeah.
Gary.
Don't you want more?
Like women? Oh, never mind.
I mean,
Sorry. I'm kidding. Let's go. Let's get serious.
what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Oh, you're so much better than Astride, and these creatures already worship you as a god. Wouldn't you want to be a god like this for other people?
Amongst humans.
A better god than Astride.
That rhymed. Good job.
Thanks.
That was pretty sweet. Well, the thing is that he's strong. Like, very, very strong. And I'm pretty terrified of him. And if I step foot off this island, I have a feeling he's going to know about it, and he's going to rip me apart.
We'll come back for you.
Okay. I'll tell you what. He's got people up there that can that beat you up, right?
Yeah.
Some people beat you up.
Yeah.
Beat him up real good.
Not really.
Looks like they beat
They
him
tried
up
to
a
kill
lot.
us. They thought the storm would kill us, but we're strong too.
We're stronger
Yes,
than the storm.
If you kill a lot of them, send word on when you're ready to like really get shit going.
How?
Here, take
I
this
don't know,
communicate.
figure
Oh,
it
wait, we
out.
don't have-
I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. I think we'll still have time to organize
We'll
here.
probably forget about him once we get off this island. We'll never come back to talk to him.
That makes
Also
sense.
true. I mean, best case scenario is you haven't made here, so it's not like you're being hurt by that.
I have it made in the shade, and he points up to the nets. And by the time that you guys are ready to fight
You can
Astride
catch
and you
your
come to
light.
get me, I might have the sun by then.
It's true.
I'll be able to hit him with a big old sun.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Have you thought about making like a basketball net where the sun would
What's a
set?
basketball?
Never mind. I think your idea is gonna work.
So,
I think it's gonna work.
Put a basket in the tree where the sun sets.
so
It
we'll
would
try
burn
to.
the basket,
Obviously.
obviously.
We'll get our bearings.
But the nets? Never mind. Let's
rest
go.
here. Maybe you catch the sun, and tomorrow show us how to get into this place you want to avoid. You don't have to join us.
Well, I definitely won't have the sun by tomorrow, so let's slow that roll.
Okay.
But I can probably.
Silly me.
But we can definitely discuss the horrific thing that lives underneath the island tomorrow.
Sounds good.
And by tomorrow, I mean next week when we play this game again. Wait.
What game?
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, berries.
Oh,
Got
it's all right.
me forgetting where I am. I slipped into an alternate reality for a second where I was some asshole sitting in front of his 3 douchebag friends.
I saw
Two
the.
douchebag
What are the people? What are the Koatoa?
The Koatoa, I think. Yeah.
I saw a
Koatoa
few
or
of them
something
sitting
like
around a table rolling dice, playing a game. Could you show us what they were playing?
that. Oh, yeah, sure. They're playing. What would the Koatoa call Dungeons and Dragons, though?
I don't know. We don't speak their fucking language.
Holes. They're playing Holes and Lizards. You want to play?
Yeah.
Ew,
Oh,
holes and
great.
lizards.
You got another hour out?
No, let's
All right. Well, then, have a good night's sleep. I'm gonna stand here because I don't sleep, and the whole night I'll just stare at you.
I
Oh,
don't
she doesn't sleep either. You guys can talk all
I'm
night.
gonna stare at them.
Yeah.
I call this one.
What happens if you know those blow darts that they have? Would that put you to? Would that do anything to you?
No. I'm pretty resistant to poisons.
Why are you asking this?
So we can take his
Good
berries.
night. Wait, the blow darts?
Yeah.
Do you want to see what they can do?
No.
Jimmy, shoot a blow dart, and one will go.
Good night.
I
I had a long day.
My vengeance will be fuck.
I'm okay with it because I'm like I need to sleep.
All right, and with that, shall we end this session?
Mhm.
Okay. So it started as a pretty
That
man.
got really
You
draining.
got
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really butthurt.
at what?
All of it.
All of it.
Got our asses handed to us. Well, some of us did not.
Well, maybe
Don't charge
maybe,
the main
maybe
boss.
some people will learn to play as a team and not run out and challenge the boss to a duel in the middle of her home turf, surrounded by her gang.
I don't
In the
see-
middle of the
I don't see
ocean
where
with
it went
no
wrong.
hope of recourse.
We literally
I don't see where it went wrong.
survived getting there. It's not like we had a boat that was barely getting us there.
It's not like you led an assault
Yeah.
against her. You got away.
We
They were
And it
supposed
was
to
like,
give us a. They
Wait.
were supposed to give us a ship. It's not my fault. They lied. We're supposed to have a pirate
you're
ship.
right. You
full-
know what, Alex? You're right. You did nothing wrong in that
Nothing.
entire encounter.
Nothing. I rolled like what, a 20
You
to make that,
You
that
did.
fountain,
you did,
and
if
she
there
wasn't
was-
aroused by it.
You
Like,
did everything correct.
That's
I
what I
will.
was
I will
thinking.
tell. That's what. If we're gonna
See
take
you
anything
next
away from
time,
this,
man.
it's that Alex did nothing wrong.
No, never.
See ya.